here. It's a good environment.
We want to set up here today to kind of showcase the community.
Are you trading up just because you want to have that high-end card to sell, or you just want to hold it just to have it?
But is it processing or are we
Gambling.
Is it gambling? I took the perspective of I need to get to know more people and like have conversations with.
This is one of the things like, oh, you want to make this deal? I'll put you on my video. Like, nah, I'm okay.
Y'all ready for Dr. Strange? Just a question. Are you ready, bro?
See, and then he had it signed by him.
No, when they cut Darth Maul in half, I literally yelled out, "No!"
If I would have known BGS has more value long-term wise, I think I would have went that route.
But do you have certain cards that you know you're gonna hold on to?
Yeah, FD, man. I'm in it for the long term.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? November 6th. We're here. Got a few things to talk about. Love to get your input. Right now, we got the Chiefs on with the Tennessee Titans. Chiefs up 9-0. Chiefs just missed an extra point, which would have made it 10-0. JD is in the house. JD, what's going on, man?
What's up, F I had to fix my caption. You see that? We're gonna finish 11-6, baby.
What's your record right now?
I don't know. 2-6. Woo! We about to win 20 in a row. Let me see how many games we got left. This is how embarrassing. That is crazy.
Well, my question now is, right, we're so many weeks in. What do the Raiders do at the end of the season? What kind of roster moves need to happen?
We got 9 more games. I don't know. I think we got to just. I don't know what they got to do. They got to figure this out. Either we get a new offensive line, or I don't know. McDaniels is doing something. McDaniels is doing. Oh no, it's our defense. What am I talking about? It's our defense that's playing bad.
Might be a little bit bigger than defense.
It's definitely not the quarterback. Don't start with the shenanigans.
I don't know,
man. That's not our fault. The coaches, why are you running? Why are you trying to establish the run in the second half when we were just passing all over?
Well, you remember I told you about Jacobs, right? 17 rushes, 67 yards.
Well, he had like a big run, and then they called it back because of a hold. But I don't know. The coaching game plan needs to get better. But I mean, our defense, man. I don't know why we can't stop anybody. That was embarrassing. You let Trevor Lawrence come back and just do that to us. Unbelievable. But we'll be all right. If we don't win next week, I'm not gonna talk about them for the rest of the year unless we beat KC at the end of the year and we beat the Niners.
Are you play the Colts?
Yeah, we go into that. We play the Colts, and then I think who we play after the Colts. I think we play the Broncos.
The Colts.
So we should beat the Broncos. We should beat the Seahawks. We should beat the Chargers. I don't know about the Rams.
When is your bye week, man?
We already had our bye week.
Oh wow! Do you play the Seahawks? These games are not getting easy.
I don't know. Chargers, Rams, and we should the Patriots. That should be a W. Then we play the Steelers. Should be a W. Play the Niners. I don't know. I mean, whatever. Shit. We'll see what happens.
It's getting easy, man. But I mean, the Bears.
But he's one player away from them doing something. Who did they sign? Who did they trade for? Oh, they got Claypool. Man, I'm telling you that Justin Fields is going to be the guy I'm buying next year.
Oh, really? Because of Claypool?
No, I just think he has a lot of upside. It's crazy.
I believe he has a lot of upside too. I believe that.
That's got to let his cards die down a little, because he had a good game today. So just hype it, just cool down a little bit.
Well, the crazy thing is that he ran for 178 yards.
I know. Did you see Mike McDaniels? He was like, "Stop it." He told him, "Stop it."
Yeah. So Claypool had one catch for 4 yards. I'm pretty sure he really doesn't know the offense, right?
I guess. It's unbelievable. But I mean, his Justin Fields stuff is still low. When you look at Fields, do you buy like his prism, or you just go, like his number stuff, or you think like the autos and the patches, or the game worn stuff? You go
in
after
this
that.
market, I would probably go number stuff, but that's just
not his auto's pretty nice. I like his auto. His auto's like, I mean, it's all right. Never mind, take it back.
It's like Jay Fields, right?
It don't. I mean, his auto just looks like somebody's chasing. Like if you look at his auto, it looks like somebody's chasing. Like there's two people chasing each other.
Hold on, let me look at it.
Like two stick figures running away from each other. But I mean, unbelievable. They saying that. Did you see that guy? What's that guy's name? The guy from Arizona. The what's his name? Blaz. Did you see that? He posted a video of how Justin Fields' cards still have room to grow.
Oh,
Oops.
they do. I don't know how much they've grown this season.
Well, they're comparing it to Lawrence's numbers right now. Lawrence is like silver's for like 40 grand, and his is only going for like 400. So like, there's a big gap.
Hmm.
But I don't know. That's one of those things where you better be careful because buying those cards low. I mean, these new players that haven't done anything, their prices are real still too high to me.
So when you watch college football, right? Who's going to be a top quarterback drafted next year?
I mean, the only person I'm not even lying. The only person I know is Bryce Young.
Yeah,
That's a,
I don't know
that's
many.
I don't know many that are like coming out like jumping out the TV screen right now.
You think Bryce Young is ready for the NFL?
I mean, he's from Pasadena, so he got to be ready. He's from Pasadena, so he got to be ready. But I don't know. I still feel like he's a little small for his size. But you know, look at Russell Wilson and Drew Brees. They had a decent career.
Yeah, there's probably hundreds you can name that were small that did not.
I mean, I don't know. Being a quarterback, you got to be pretty tall.
I always wonder who's going to do the next Randall L. Like who's going to become a slot receiver?
A slot receiver. Oh, I dang, that's a good one.
Like Bryce Young, I think would be a great slot receiver.
Bryce Young.
Mm-hmm.
Does he had speed? Did you see that run he had the
You know,
other
when
day?
Tim Tebow first came out, I used to tell a lot of people that guy should play tight end.
Oh yeah, then he tried coming back and playing tight end. Remember? That's crazy, unbelievable. And then look what happened. He had one big me, but you know that throw against that game against what's this team called? The Steelers that year, that playoff year, man.
Oh yeah,
That's still
Demaryius Thomas. Yeah.
yeah, that's still an iconic play to this day, just because of how crazy that was, especially for him. I didn't even think he thought I was gonna get to that point either.
Oh, I think that play alone probably told them we need to go get somebody like Peyton Manning, and then we can actually win the Super Bowl.
I mean, if they had Peyton Manning that year, they probably would have won it all.
Well, the 49ers on the bye week this week. I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I think so. The 49ers, the Cowboys, and I don't know.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the 49ers do.
I mean, what are they gonna go start Trey Lance, or are they gonna stay with what's his name? What's
Jimmy
that name? Jimmy
G.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, at this point, you might as well just like set him because I mean, Jimmy's still, I guess, still he was say in his prime, right? Or if that's even
right around there. I mean, I don't know. How old's Garoppolo?
it's probably like 31, 32. Pretty. I mean, he should be in his prime.
31 years old, born in 91.
Oh, then yeah.
He's from outside Chicago. He's from Arlington Heights. I did not know that.
Oh, sure. He don't play. He don't look like he's from Chicago.
Well, he went to Eastern Illinois University.
That's crazy how he
Same place that brought us Tony Romo.
A what?
Yeah, they both went to the same school.
What? Unbelievable. I can't. I don't know what's gonna happen next year. I don't even know who. Who do you think is gonna win it? Like, who's still the favorite in your eyes?
To win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, right now. With all the shenanigans.
This league, to me, I was just saying this to someone today. To me, the league is there's so much parity in the league, and that's not like trying to be non-committal to an answer. There's just so many different teams that, like today, the Jets beat the Bills.
Yeah, but the Jets look nice.
And nobody's saying that the the Bills are going to go undefeated. You know, New England back in the day used to lose to the Dolphins and still go to the playoffs and handle the business. But, you know, it's hard. It's probably hard to get up for some of these games. How you get up for the Jets, man?
That's true. But I don't know. I mean, I can't tell you either who's like the clear cut favorite because like the Bucks won today. Like they might be back. They beat the. I think the Rams are probably done for the year.
Yeah, I don't think the Rams are that good. I don't know how good the Bucks are either, but
Oh
it's good
shit!
to at least see today push out that win. Like Zach Wilson today had 154 yards passing, one touchdown. But as a team, they ran the ball well. They had 174 yards rushing. Talking about the Jets. So,
Sheesh.
and there seems to be a lot of teams in the league can't run the football, which puts more pressure on these quarterbacks. I think a lot of these young quarterbacks have better running backs or a better running program or team, even two, take more pressure off them, and they could develop over time. Now you have to come in and you have to really lead that team, and that's hard to do.
Yep, I agree. It's really hard. I mean, if you don't got a quality line or a decent receiver either, I mean, or a target you could throw to, it's really hard to even establish anything. The quarterbacks get what's it called, dancing feet or whatever they get
Yeah,
in the pocket.
don't
So
want to get blasted feet.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just crazy the levels between football, like what the levels are, like to be successful as a team and as a unit.
True. What's going on in basketball, man?
Oh, I don't know.
There's a lot going down.
I mean,
Cleveland has a great record. Cleveland beat the
they
Lakers.
won today, yeah.
Yeah, but they already have a great record. I think they've only lost one game.
I think they're 8-0 on the road
Yeah,
or something like that. They're doing their thing too. No, yeah, they are 8-0. No, they're 4-1 on the road. I'm sorry, they're 8-1 in
eight and
total.
one on the season.
Yeah, the Bucks are the only undefeated team in the league right now.
Yeah,
Wow,
there's,
look at
there's
this.
there are things going down.
Look at Jazz. The Jazz are in second place. Like what? And I thought the Jazz. I mean, it's still 2, 3. We're going to what, the third week of the season. I mean, the Jazz might not hang in. They probably might make the play in the way they're playing. Who else? I mean, Golden State's down right now. They're still going through it.
Yeah,
I don't know why they. I do not know why they have like this road trip in the beginning of the year as a defending champs. Makes
yeah,
no sense. They were at Charlotte, Miami, and
but
they.
it's an excellent test for them. I mean, there are things they have to improve upon.
I mean, I rather have this road trip in the beginning of the year than end of the year when everything's
Yeah,
when you start getting tired.
yeah, it makes them work on some stuff. Probably humbling some people. Some people who thought, well, we're going to come in the season and just run this back. You got to prove that you're going to run it back.
Yeah, but I just hope they don't.
Last year, me personally, I like to struggle at the beginning of the year. If
Yeah,
it's time to have a struggle, this is the time to have a struggle. And the games that have been lost have been kind of a uh, close games.
yeah, but that's one of those teams where they, they can make it click any second. They're just like, yeah, like
Well,
you
this
said.
week they only have two games. They play tomorrow, and then they play Friday.
Who do they play tomorrow?
Excellent question. Let
Oh,
me
let
see.
me see. I'm on the website. I'm just looking at the standings.
Tomorrow they play the Sacramento Kings. They
Oh,
both
they're
have,
back home.
yeah,
Oh, whew.
very similar record. Then on Friday they play the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's going to be a test.
Yeah, I know Donovan Mitchell is balling out right now. He's saying I thought he's telling us that he's actually a top 5 shooting guard in the league right now.
Well, Donovan Mitchell has always balled out in the regular season.
Yeah, it's just when he gets to playoffs, that's when he like suffers the most because he can't show up, man. He swear he's like,
It's hard. It's hard. Think about it, man. If you go to the playoffs, you're playing 90 games. You want to go to the finals, you're playing 100.
but
That's difficult, man.
that sets the champions from the pretenders
Yeah,
or the contenders, as
very
they would
difficult
say.
to do. Peeps says, evening, fellas. What's up, Peeps? Big John says, hey. What's up, Big John? Peeps says, I think Golden State has to figure out how to gel as a team. They do. I mean, you got new people on the team. You got Green, a few other folks. I thought it was a cool move by Curry the other day to start younger players.
They should, man. They need to start all these younger players, especially Kaminga.
Lamb came out popping, hitting threes.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on here?
Kaminga had a pretty decent game. Moses Moody had a pretty decent game. Poole had a pretty good game.
Poor man.
Still lost.
That's That's the key one right there is Poole. Right
Well,
now,
it's a challenge, right? You come out and you come off the bench and people ask you to score last year. Go
but
for it.
I think
This year you have to get other people involved. You got to be a real point guard.
Poole's the key this year to me.
Yep.
He is the key right now because the way he's basically gonna take over when Curry and Clay leaves.
That's always a question to me. Can he do that?
I mean, if not, they still got they got like 4 people they could quote unquote pass the reins to: Kuminga, Poole, Moody, and Jimmy, Mr. Wiseman. So it's what they. I mean, that's not bad though if you think about it. 4 players to pass it down to. The Lakers don't even have one.
Yeah, the thing is though with Golden State, like I'm critical of Golden State, right? So the younger players have to play up to a certain standard, and that system.
That's true.
If you pay attention to it, that system is not easy to learn.
No, I mean it's not.
You got to get in there and you got to put time with it.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah.
So you're gonna lose some games. You're gonna do some things. You're gonna make some mistakes. You got to be able to do that. And we're talking about people. Kuminga just turned 20.
That boy's still young. How old?
Moses Moody is, I think, just turned 20, and James Wiseman is 21.
See how old my boy Kuminga is.
I think he was 19.
It's 20.
Mm-hmm.
He just turned 20. Dang, that's crazy.
I want some really young guys. You know.
But that's right. He played in the G League.
Yeah, he came from the Congo. Played in the G League.
Mm-hmm. Where did? Let me see this. Wow, I didn't. Dang. Oh yeah, he went to the same high school as Mr. Kyrie Irving, and I didn't know that. I didn't know he was from New Jersey. Oh, he went to New York and to Jersey, and then he went to the G League. It's crazy. That's a weird way of going about it.
Different. Big John says this Warrior season reminds me of a 2K dynasty. You trade and get all these excellent players, but no playing time.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still young, man. The season, like, I can understand they're struggling coming out of like, what's that thing called? The All-Star game, but All-Star's weekend, but it's still the beginning of the year. A lot could happen.
Oh yeah, really early. I mean, last year I think Golden State went 53-29.
Yeah, I mean, Golden State's just thinking like, all right.
He was out last year. Draymond missed like almost 30 games, 23, 25 games, something like that. I mean, there's a lot that's going to continue to go on. There are some positives, but when you don't win and you won, there's going to be a lot of questions asked.
Yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people talking about Charlotte. Bridges out.
Oh, Melo's out.
They get beat every night.
Yeah, I mean, but they got Dennis Smith Jr. running the show right now.
So I'm happy for him.
I am too, man.
Out of the league. He was talking about playing in the NFL.
Oh yeah, he said he's really about to play in the NFL.
Yeah, I don't think it's as easy as he thought it was, but he wanted to do that.
I mean, he's still young enough to have that. I don't know how athletic he is, but
seems to be pretty nice.
I mean, the NBA is about situations, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes because once LaMelo comes back, he's going to take a seat. He's going to have to take a back seat.
I have to. Peep says, "Who's the hottest rookie right now in the
NBA?" I don't know. I mean, I like Paulo. I like the guy from. I
think Paulo's the hottest rookie.
No. There's a sleeper. What's that boy's name? The guy from Indiana, FD. That boy could hoop.
Yeah,
what's his name? You know who I'm talking about, right?
I watched him a few power forward center. I watched him a few times.
No, the guard
from Indiana.
Yeah, the guard. What's the guard's name? Hold on. He could play. I think he scored like 30. Like he's the first rookie to go like 25 or something. I don't know what he did. Hold on, let me see. What's this boy's name? He was like the 10th pick overall. What's his name? Benedict Marlin, whatever his name is. He could.
Oh, he plays shooting guard. We're talking about the same guy.
Yeah. He could play. So
this is the guy who was saying I want to play with the Lakers.
No. This is the guy said he's the best player in the. He said something about LeBron. Remember, I'm the best player in the NBA, and LeBron got to show me or something crazy.
Okay. Yeah, I've watched Indiana play. I still think Banchero is the is a. I mean,
He is the. I mean, he is the guy.
Benedict is averaging like 20 points a game. Though you can't take anything away from him.
No, he. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's not that guy, but
Keegan Murray is not bad either.
oh yeah, he's hooping too.
Yeah.
It just sucks that
Jaden Ivey is nice on that step to the rim. Like he's taking the ball hard to the rim.
the guy from Detroit, right?
Yeah, he's fast.
There you go. It just sucks that the Panini's so behind with their rookie stuff right now. They're like a year behind, so
Oh well.
they're gonna have to do a double
I wonder
year.
what the market is going to be for Chet.
Oh, it's gonna be low. No, it might be high.
Just so we know right now, this guy Willis, Tennessee Titans quarterback, he's moving the ball. Derrick Henry is running all over the place, and they're on the 2 or 3 yard line, about to score on the Chiefs.
Who's winning right now?
Chiefs are winning 9-7. Derrick Henry went in at the beginning when we first started with a touchdown, and I think down on the 2 yard line. Let's see how this happens.
We'll see. I mean, at this point, I need the Chiefs to lose. If they lose,
What's up with the Packers, man?
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers do like what 2 picks in the
I thought it was 3.
no, but it was 2 in the red zone. He threw 2 in the red zone, and
To me, it's just as simple as you let your biggest threat get out of town, and you talking about Lazard was going to replace him. It's probably not going to happen. And then that biggest threat is with the Raiders and has 10 catches today for I think 147 yards. And still loses the game.
it don't make no sense.
So the Raiders have a tendency of just throwing to one person. Last year was Darren Waller until he got hurt. This year is Devontae Adams.
Makes no sense. They need to get. He need to.
Derrick Henry just walked into the end zone. Right?
I wouldn't be surprised if Tennessee wins today. I would not be surprised.
Willis is looking pretty decent.
That's the guy that was from Liberty, right? Or
Liberty. And I don't know if Tannehill's hurt. I don't know. He just got set down. I don't know.
why was he? He's not doing his thing, or what? What is he doing?
Well, he's on the bench today, but I don't know if he's hurt, injured, or why Willis is starting. Did we just want to go in that direction since we drafted this young man?
Tannehill's almost out of here, though. He's almost.
If they can get a quarterback solution, this is a.
Do you think Kobe's old stuff, like the non-tops, like the Flair, do you think that holds still value in today's market?
You mean non-numbered high
Like,
production?
no, I mean, like if it's not like if it's not tops, like it's Flair. You think Kobe Flair stuff still holds value?
Probably not a lot, man.
It don't seem like it either, honestly.
I mean, that was a lot made. Like, give me a year. What's the card?
1999. I mean, I just think it looks nice. This one, I don't know why it looks so nice to me,
Oh, it looks nice.
but it's not. I don't know. I'm not gonna pay $50 for it. But it's just crazy how all his stuff is all like Kobe stuff just dropped. Let me
Well,
see.
it was low. Remember now, it was low to begin with.
Yeah. Can you imagine if he was still playing when the hobby had his boom, especially in LA?
Imagine if he had more low print stuff.
That too.
More number stuff, more low print.
His
The thing is about Kobe is he came in at the tail end of a lot of production being made on cards.
what was I gonna say? They're saying that the last Prism year of Kobe, I think 2018 or 19 might be the most sought after card in a few years because that was the last Prism. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's
What's the population on that stuff?
probably super low.
99 Prism, you said? What year?
2000, I think 2019 or 18. I'm not sure what was his last Prism.
Oh, there was no Prism in that.
Oh, so it was 18 then.
2018 Prism?
Yeah, it's 2018. Yeah.
Let's see here. Like, I just picked up a fast break PSA 10 that has a pop of 48.
What? Really?
Yeah.
How much was that? Was it decent?
Right now it's listed at $149.
Oh my goodness. Well, that's the thing. Are people gonna go back and collect Kobe to the extent where they think they can make some type of profit, or just collect them just to collect? Because that's the thing, especially in LA. I mean, we see a lot of Kobe cards, but at the same time, it's very rare for people to actually go buy Kobe.
What I think is real cool is the 98 Jordan Kobe refractor. Um, Tops. This card right here. This is a card I've always thought was cool.
Oh, the East and West one. I feel like yeah, everybody always talks about that card.
What if that card was numbered though?
It wasn't,
No, I said what if it was?
but it's a short print, right?
Yeah. What if Shaq had some rookie stuff, second year stuff, third year stuff numbered?
Mm.
Be a different ball game.
But look at the time we're in right now. You got like Jimmy, Anthony, all this, Anthony Edwards having second year numbered stuff. Like it's
What do you think? You think later we'll have less parallels? Huh? I gotta believe less parallels are coming.
I mean, it's hard though because what's like your favorite insert or parallel to collect recently? It's really hard.
I like Prism Mojo.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Talking about goals. Probably anything numbered under 50.
Yeah, because right now, I mean, there's not really anything that's like
Mojo is just a cool looking card.
yeah, Mojo, yeah, with the design that they have, and then I don't know, they got to do something to spice it up a little bit because everybody all they buy is like Prism. I want to see like some inserts, like the My House was a good thing,
Yeah.
was kind of big a few years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Whatever, all those the inserts that they had, like something good, something that's different. I hope when well, who's buying it? Fanatics, when they buy it out, they do like some weird, like some cool, like insert with all three of them together. That'd be pretty cool. But
It's gonna be interesting if somebody brings back some Jordan on card auto stuff.
that's gonna be wild. Can you believe that? And then he might do one where he's in Charlotte, like as the owner. That'd be crazy. Like him, like in a jersey, like him in his
I
Bulls
think
jersey.
stuff coming, man. Peep says, "What's the last card you picked up?" Mine is the 55 Bowman Hank Aaron.
55. I don't know. I got this.
Franz.
Man, that boy. Woo! Francis, I love.
Is he balling? What's he averaging? 15, 16?
Man, that boy Franz. I got this today. I'm gonna send these in. I got a Cam Thomas, and then this guy Devin, number to 199. So we'll see. Oh, I got a Scotty Barnes hollow. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to like invest in these rookies, right? Because you don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, look at Joshua Primo. That's a perfect example.
Oh well,
I mean, I'm talking about talent and then things like that just happen. Like you can't
yeah,
control that.
you cannot predict. Yeah. So Franz is averaging 17.6, 3.8 rebounds, 4.3 assists. Playing well.
He's hooping, but it's just hard to find. It's hard to find stuff right now unless you're going out to like shows or anything. It's really hard to find any of like the rookies autos right now. Dang, he has a 1 of 1 Prism Black auto going for 25,000.
Who's that?
France.
Yeah, another card sold for 15. I can't remember what it was. It was Prism, I think, but that was a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember what it was.
What do you like? Do you like Josh Giddey a lot?
I've been trying to watch him play more. So every time Oklahoma City is on, I watch him play.
He play.
I think he has, he's young. He has room for growth in his game, but he's an active player. Like he's looking to make people better.
I think him and SGA they play really well together. They play off each other really well. They know when to attack at this. When it's whose turn to attack.
Like Giddey is a 13-5-5 guy right now. I don't know if he's Yeah, I don't know if he's ever going to be like a huge scorer, but I don't think that's his game. I think
I
his
mean, he
game.
has. I mean, his room. He has really room to grow to score. Is just like there. He just in the situation. He's lucky. Chet's not there. Then, his usage goes down. But him and Shea are the ones that really carry the load.
How long do you think Shea is long term with OKC?
I don't know. That's the scary part. I don't even know, honestly. I honestly do not know if he is or not.
What do you think of his game?
What is it? I mean, I think
Well, he's averaging 32 points a game,
he,
31.7.
he reminds me of a Steve Nash, like efficient and like he play makes like Chris Paul. You know what I mean? He's a good combo of both of them because he plays at a nice he plays at a nice pace, and he's very efficient. So he don't force it too much, and then he just looks smooth when he plays. I don't really see, he doesn't seem rushed. He doesn't force anything. He just plays at his own pace. I think that's what sets him apart from everybody else.
What's Oklahoma City's record?
Really bad. I was watching them the other day. I mean, they were in the game with Milwaukee, and no, was it Milwaukee? I forgot. I think it was Milwaukee. They were in the game with Milwaukee, and then Milwaukee just did what they did. You know what they usually do, and just came back and won the game.
They're 4-5 right now. They would be an 11 seed. I know we're only 2 weeks in the West. When I watch them, I watch players, right? And there's no knock on a player because you got to show up where you're at and do what you do. But like when I look at Oklahoma City, who's scoring? Who's going to score the basketball?
It's what do you mean? It's SGA.
Well, you got SGA, you got Dart sometimes. Dart is averaging like what 15 a game, something like that.
Who?
Dart, Darte.
Oh, Dort. Oh, yeah, Dort. Yeah. I mean, but
So,
he's more of a 3-and-D guy. But you're right. I see what you're saying.
yeah, but I'm saying you don't have a lot of scores there, so it's really Shea, and then you got Giddy distributing the ball, scoring some.
Yeah, they
Kind of
really don't.
reminds me like when Kevin Love was with the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh, yeah.
With really no one else,
Uh-huh.
and he scored a lot of points. You can't knock a person for actually scoring, but I always look at people's game and say, "Hey, can that be done someplace else?" Like when LeBron was young in his career, LeBron can score anywhere. He went to Miami. He really became the scorer on that team.
But yeah, but LeBron's like, I don't know how to say it. I mean, you're right. He
I know he's
does.
atypical. I know LeBron James is atypical. I realize that. But I just look at guys who score a lot of points sometimes, and I ask, like, is that transferable someplace else? You
Hmm.
know, like I think of Jordan Poole. This is a prime example. So that's why I think Golden State. There are some teams that are just different. Because if Jordan Poole was someplace else, he'd be scoring more. People
Yeah,
may
but I
be
don't think
talking
he'd be
about,
efficient. I don't think he'll be as
you know,
efficient as he would be. I mean, he turns the ball over, but I think he'll
and
be.
sometimes he takes. I guess anybody could say it's a wild shot if it doesn't go in, but he takes some shots. Sometimes it's like hmm, he took that shot. It's not
Yeah,
as wild as if it goes in though.
that's the crazy part. It's not as wild if it goes in. Oh my goodness! Like there's a Josh Giddey going for his Mojo going for 1800. I feel like that's not bad, but I mean it's still kind of high for him, especially since he just got in the league. But I mean his stuff is affordable at his price if people want to invest in him. But he's still one of those things where you know it's a high risk, high reward because you don't know how he's going to pan out, like you said, because he doesn't score at a high clip. Let me see what's his career high in points.
He's only been out 2 years. I think he's.
I mean, he's the youngest player to score to get a triple double, but
But what's his what he averages 13 right now? What 12 last year?
let me see. Oh, his highest this year was against the Knicks for 28 points. That's not a lot.
But
28 points.
what is he averaging in the game now?
I think
13,
15. Yeah,
15 this year?
yeah,
Okay. But I don't think we can sleep on players. I mean, that's traditional basketball. Who as a point guard who's averaging 15, 8, 9, something like that. I mean, that can make a team a lot better.
yeah. The 18 and 5. I mean, he's that's like kind of like not LeBron numbers, but LaMelo-ish numbers. You will say, you know what I mean? Like that's filling up the box score. But they gotta find ways to turn that into wins, to W's, because I mean it's cool to fill up the box score, but if you're not able to get any wins, it's really, 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 really hard to make an impact in the league, especially in the hobby.
True. So that'll be, I'll be any player we name. That's gonna be a question.
Oh, is that? We're still trying to figure out who's after LeBron and KD and all of them.
I think everybody's trying to figure that out.
We're still trying to figure it out because I don't even know who's going to be behind them.
Somebody's coming though. I mean, you didn't know Seth was coming.
I know, but like it's just one of those things where you want to just be ahead of the game.
Clay was gonna do what Clay did, or Draymond was gonna be drafted in the second round. Do this thing. You just can't predict that stuff.
Man, I just want to find out who the next player is so I could just be ahead of the game. So be like, I told you so. Yeah.
There's $1 million cards out there that no one knows about right now.
It might be Bobo. I mean, look at Bobo. That boy is hooping right now. I wonder what his
definitely has matured his game. Now, see, that's a prime example of a big man that needs time to mature his game. And how old is he now?
He's still like 21.
Yeah. This is my point.
He's still got
tons his coordination, how he moves, what he's doing. It's very different than it used to be. Bobo is 22. His birthday is November 16th. So he has a birthday coming up. He'll be 23 years old.
Oh, he's going to be 23?
Yeah.
Dang, his stuff is still cheap. Oh, my
God. It's very cheap. I was looking at the other.
Yeah, but how much room? I mean, I guess you could say there's room.
He's not a starter, though. He's coming off the bench.
He's coming off the bench?
Mm-hmm.
He could start. But I mean, it's just the situation. I mean, it's just the situation that he's gonna be in. Like I think he's gonna be a free agent this year. So I mean, if he goes to a team that's gonna want him, I mean, the sky's the limit for him.
But just like Taco Fall is playing overseas right now.
Who?
Taco Fall.
Oh, yeah, but at least Bobo got some little flair to him. Taco Fall don't really got any type of flair. At least Bobo could like handle the ball to an extent.
Peep says, won't be too long and we'll see Topps basketball again. What inserts would you be excited for?
I don't know. I don't know any Topps inserts like that. I mean, let me see. I was just looking at some right now.
I don't know. Some first edition stuff would be cool. A lot more numbered stuff than last time we saw Topps.
Inserts.
Richard Perez says Bobo fever ended last year. Feel bad for Mo Bamba.
Oh, but Mo Bamba.
I knew some people that were really buying Obama. I mean,
it's so hard, man. I think it's crazy when people invest in like. I mean, I can't talk because I'm buying a lot of Jalen Green in France right now.
Well, I think everybody has a prospect. I mean, I just feel like that's a part of it. It may work out for you, it may not.
I mean, look at this Jordan Poole optic. It's going for like, I don't know. It's really hard to like. I was talking to Stephanie yesterday, Mama Breaks, and Diamond 9. She was just telling me Luka's the guy to buy right now. But I mean, I feel like Luka's prices are still high to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She said, no, it's low right now. I was like, dang, I don't know what low is to you, but to me.
Why did you say Luka was the person about? Y'all were talking about basketball?
Yeah, we're talking about basketball. I don't know how we brought up basketball, but we were just saying who you collect, who are you buying right now this year? And she just said Luka. She said Luka's Jalen Hurts. She said Jalen Hurts and Luka are the players to like look out for this year. So I told her I agree, but Luka and Jalen Hurts, that ship sailed like what 2-3 weeks ago. Like it's hard to catch up to him.
See, Richard Perez. This is what I think about. This is exactly what I think about. Banchero is the man on the Magic, but Franz Wagner, I couldn't buy a bucket at Michigan. Do you remember him in Michigan?
No, I didn't even know. I thought he played. I thought he came over from overseas.
No, I remember him in Michigan.
But I mean, he's playing good right now. But
players can evolve. But those are the things that I think about. It's when I see him play, I just feel like I gotta see more of him play.
And then the thing with if you're trying to buy Luca too, there's not a lot of like Luca number prism on the eBay market.
No, man, people are holding that stuff. No, man.
Huh?
No, people are holding that stuff.
I'm just saying, man. Only thing you're seeing. All I'm seeing right now is, unfortunately, is silvers and prisms.
Yeah, people are holding this stuff, man.
Man, I'm trying to see like a color. I mean, I see a green here and there, but I mean, the green don't really do anything for me.
I would say at this point, you probably gotta have a relationship with someone to really get to that level.
I mean, when's the last time you seen a copper Luca prism except from boosted at one time? That's the only time. I mean, his purple. I think EJ had a purple wave.
People are holding all that stuff, man. That stuff you don't see as stuff. People holding all that stuff.
It's probably
you go right now on eBay. Let's look up Steph prisms or anything. You don't see a lot. And some of the stuff you see has been there for quite a while. I mean, it's at a price that if you want it, you can come get it.
That's true. Man.
People in the market, man, I mean, maybe we should talk about this. Like, people in the market, there is a lot of holding going on right now. By everybody, I think by a lot of people.
They're being stingy with it. Why?
Because they know this market's going to turn, and when it turns, and this is why I think people are trying to buy some of these prospects, because they know that when the market turns, and if these players are legit, it's not Luka's car. It's not like you talking about my breaks. Luka is the person to buy, but he's not going to be the last person to buy. And I still say, okay, Luka's the person to buy, right? Why don't people respond to the Joker like that?
Because he's a big man. F this. Oh, come on now.
Is that really it though? People respond to Giannis.
Yeah, but Giannis is more like relatable. I don't know. That is a good question. Why
people respond to Giannis, man? I was just looking at Giannis cards this morning.
I don't know why.
And then his prisms was short printed.
But I mean, I'm telling you, when I went to Denver, all I saw was Jokic cards. But I just don't think I could go to bring all that stuff to LA and be like, oh yeah, I got all this Jokic. Everybody's gonna be looking at me like, what is wrong with this guy? Like,
probably so.
But
most of the Luka high-end cards are either in the big auctions, yep, and the rest of them people stash them. Yep, yes, sir. Rich is hitting all points today. This is what people are doing. And can you blame them?
Oh, man, I just got a Jordan Poole optic hollow. So let's see how that goes. I mean, it's weird. Like when you look at, what's weird about the market too? PSA 9s are going for lower price than a raw is. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like how that.
Well, if the market is down, I would think people are seeking more 10s.
It's just crazy to me. Like
that's just what I'm thinking.
I mean, the listed right now, a PSA 9 Jordan Poole is going for listed is like $40 to $50. And then when you do the math, a PSA 9 or a raw is supposed to be 2 times of the raw was, and then a PSA 10 is supposed to be 5 to 4 times more than the PSA 9. So like it's just a weird market. It's just a weird market right now. There's a lot of like you just gotta really look at the recent sales to give you an idea of how his market is going.
Peeps has a good point here too. Good time to buy now.
It is definitely a good time to buy 9. I don't even like buying 9s. Like if I'm gonna buy a 9, I want to buy it like at a decent price. If I grade it and it gets a 9, that's a different story. But buying 9s are, unless it's a high end player, then it's really hard for it to catch up to where the hype is with the player, like LaMelo Ball. Man,
you know what's gonna happen though? People are probably gonna jump on whoever's the next leading player on their team to win a championship, whose name is not LeBron or Steph.
Is this who is it gonna be? That's the thing. Who is it gonna be? Like what's that?
Who's the next younger Finals MVP?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Who could that be? Hmm.
That's the thing. We don't know. I mean, it might be Ja, because I can't think of a player right now that who has that has that fire in him to do it. I mean, it's supposed to, the way it's looking at it's everybody wants it to be Ja or Luca, but Luca still hasn't won a big game, hasn't won anything yet.
You think this Dallas team can win something? Is
No,
this Dallas team better than last year's Dallas team? I think the answer is no.
no, because I can't find anybody that who could score or handle the ball besides Luca. I think Luca's gonna take more of a beating this year. I think he's gonna take more of a handle the ball more. I think he's gonna be tired by the end of the year.
Well, everybody you're naming has a high usage rating, so they
Yeah,
should
but
all
he
be
played
tired.
he played in the World Cup qualifiers this year, so he has like what extra 2-3 months of basketball on him. So I we'll see because
Let me look up NBA usage rating. See who's lead now. So we got Luca, Giannis, Trey Young, John Morant, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Fox, De'Aaron Fox, excuse me, Shea Alexander,
but who was it? Who's number one?
Luca,
Ja. Oh
Luca.
yeah, Luka.
Jaws fourth after Trey Young. So they brought DeJounte Murray over, and Trey is still high on this list.
He's still on the list, but Devontae Murray plays a lot of like off ball stuff. He plays defense. You saw
But
what
was he
he
brought in though to drop his usage rating? Trey Young.
supposed to be, but I don't think Devontae Murray has that in him to score at a high clip.
He scored 32 the other night.
He did, but it depends how many shots. You think he could do that on a consistent basis? I don't think so.
No, it's not this game. Richard Perez. If I'm Dallas Mavericks, I try to pry the Aaron Fox away from the Kings to help give Luca help.
Yeah, but De'Aaron Fox he holds the ball more too, though.
But Luca holds the ball.
Yeah, but De'Aaron Fox needs the ball. At least Luca could be spot up and he could shoot.
Luca's never done that though. What are you talking? What? Luca spot up, shoot.
I
He's
think
never
I
done
think he, I think he has a better chance of doing it than De'Aaron Fox. I think De'Aaron Fox needs the ball like at all times to be.
What I'm saying, all I'm saying is everything you're describing, the Aaron Fox has, that's Luca Doncic.
But I think Luca's more. I think he's more skilled than Fox. Like I just think Luca could affect the game more than De'Aaron Fox can without the ball.
All I'm saying is I've never seen that. When they come down the court, you watch the Dallas Mavericks game, he gives the ball up, somebody else brings down the court, they get right back to him.
Yeah, they. It's funny. Somebody brings up the ball and then Luca just
They give
pretends
it right back to
give
him.
it right back. They don't even
And
no
he may
downpour.
pass it around until he's like the quarterback. He'll pass it around and they give it back to him. If the shot clock is low, that ball's coming back to him.
That, you should
It's
really.
almost like LeBron back with the early Cleveland Cavaliers team.
Yeah, but at least this guy could score at a better. He could shoot, but that's the thing. Like, but that's Jason Kidd needs to like incorporate an offense where he could do all. He could do all these things. Where
I don't think Jason Kidd's going to be there for the long haul.
you don't think so? You don't think he's a long term the coach to solve
No,
everything?
no, I don't think he's that good of a coach.
I mean, his first year they got it. He took him to the Western Conference Finals. Guys, I don't even think they're gonna make it that far. That was it last year. It was last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that coming. Honestly,
Who did they play though, man? I always ask this question: who did Dallas play last year?
the Suns. Remember they took out the Suns,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they took out Dallas, not Dallas. They took out what's that guy's name? Denver. They took it. No, Denver didn't get taken out by them.
Oh, this is my point.
Who did Dallas beat? NBA playoffs 2021.
Well, you look that up. We got Michael Thomas just dropping in to say, "Hi, what's up, brothers? What's up? Salute to you, sir." Don't know why DeRozan and Levine don't get more hobby love. Great question. Oh, great statement.
I think
I
Levine
think
should be up.
because people know they can score whatever, rebound whatever, they're not about to win a championship.
Okay, Dallas beat Utah,
Hmm.
and then they beat the Suns, and then they only won one game against Golden State last year. Just one game. How you only win one game? That's
That's my point. So they beat Utah, and then they beat the Phoenix Suns, and Booker was hurt, right?
oh, I guess you could say that. Yeah.
Booker was hurt.
Mm, last year wasn't really that. I feel like
I mean,
the
somebody could say the same thing about Golden State. Like, who did Golden State really beat?
well, they beat
Memphis.
Denver.
Yeah, but Memphis was a bit. But Denver didn't have Jamal Murray, and
They
then
beat Memphis.
Memphis didn't have Ja.
Then they
So
beat Dallas.
it was a year of who is still healthy.
Yeah, last year for sure. Last year was the competition wasn't there as it used to. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing wrong. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't there compared to like the last few years. This year should be a different story. This year should be really more competitive with the players that are coming back.
We'll see. We still probably got some injuries going on. It's going to plague a lot of different people. So we'll see. The thing is, when injuries plague some of the better people on each team, it's a little interesting. And Denver's still doing the same thing like Clippers are doing with Kawhi, Golden State's doing with Clay. Like, he's playing, but not every night. Minutes are limited. It's the best way to bring
Yeah,
him back.
I don't think I don't think they have any time. Like, there's no rush in my eyes with them. There's like, what, we're just gonna take it slow. We're gonna make the playoffs. We're gonna make the playoffs. Is this they don't care about home court because it doesn't really matter to them, I guess.
It'll
'Cause, I
get
mean,
interesting. I mean, we get these Christmas Day games to kind of really spark it up. We'll see who's doing what. See if Golden State could beat Memphis.
oh, they should be able to beat Memphis. Why would they?
I have no doubt.
Why would they not be able to beat Memphis? Memphis. I'm tired of
And
Memphis.
Memphis is kind of struggling with Jaren Jackson Jr. being out, big man presence in the paint.
I love JJ too, man. Everybody talk about hobby love. He gets no hobby love at all.
Should he though? Should he get hobby love?
I mean, he's one of those players where he affects the game without you know what I mean? He affects the game without filling up the stat sheet, So
I see him as a big man outside shooting jump shots.
let me see, because I think I don't want to say this, but I think I will. He's probably one of the top 5 players in that draft, that 2018 draft. And because obviously it's Luca, then you got Trey. I still think SGA is better than Trey Young. And then you got DeAndre Ayton, Mo Bamba, Colin Sexton, Miles Bridges, Mikal Bridges, Michael Porter Jr., Lonnie Walker. Like, Anthony Simmons. I think Anthony Simmons is a good player too. I just feel like there's a lot of good players in that draft, but I think Jaren Jackson Smith should be in that conversation. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, Marvin Bagley's not doing anything right now. I mean, Wendell Carter's not doing anything. Kevin Knox, I don't even think he's still in the league. Oh, he is. He's with Detroit.
Yeah, Gary Trent Jr.
Oh, Darrington Jr. Oh yeah, he could play too.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know who this Zaire Smith. I don't know who that is. I mean, is Dante playing good with the Warriors right now? Dante DiVincenzo.
He's hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. Oh,
yeah.
You got Grayson, Trippin Allen. Who else?
Tripping and kicking.
Devontae Graham. Like, I mean, there's. You said Gary Trent. Man. Yeah, I mean, 2018 class. I thought the 2018 class was one of the best class that came out, but It's only what 5 players that are still making noise. 2019, that class is still solid. I mean, where do you think RJ Barrett's gonna be like in his career? I think what year are we in? His 4th year. You think he's gonna make an All Star team eventually?
Oh, he could. He could. He can make an all-star team, I think. Probably after somebody gets hurt, he'll probably add it.
Yeah, this class isn't.
That's for a lot of players now. A lot of players come in like that.
Yeah, this class is not strong either.
Richard says Tyrese Halliburton has surprised me offensively. His cards are getting noticed, especially his goal card. Halliburton is nice. He's also a distributor of the basketball too.
Yeah, I don't think he could score at a high clip. I think he's gonna struggle to score to get like he's gonna take a good amount of he's gonna have to work a lot to get his points because he doesn't score at a high clip that um Anthony Edwards will. I mean, but at that draft class, yeah, I mean this draft class isn't that strong either. I mean, you got Anthony Edwards, Jimmy, LaMelo, Patrick Williams, Isaiah, Killian, Obi. Yeah, there's this when you look back at the last few drafts, like there's only one name that sticks out that I think should take over the league is gonna be Anthony Edwards. But everybody else, I mean,
Do you think Anthony Edwards is going to take over the league?
I mean look at this draft class. I mean, I think Jalen Green maybe, but I mean, look, Kate Cunningham, Jalen, Evan Mobley. I think Evan Mobley's a sleeper. Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs, Josh Giddey, Kaminga, Franz, Zaire Williams, Joshua Primo's not in the league. I mean, you just look at Moses Mudiay. Like, who are these? Like, what name did I say that's gonna stick out right now? Paulo.
But this is where we're at when we talk about the hobby, when we talk about the NBA. Everybody we're naming is growing and developing. There's no come out, I'm LeBron James. I'm averaging 20 at the gate. I'm throwing 6. I'm grabbing 7. None of that.
I think if you go back 2017, the only player, if you go back 5-6 years, only player that might have a chance is probably Tatum. Tatum, yep, that's who I mean, Donovan Mitchell's in that class, but I think Tatum's has the highest chance. Him and Anthony Edwards have the higher chance of taking over the league. I mean, maybe Zion too. Maybe Mr. Zion, but
Let's think about this. LeBron's rookie year, he played in 79 games. He averaged 20.9 points, 1.6 steals, 5.9 assists, 5.5 rebounds. Shot 75% from the free throw line, 29% from the 3-point line. Who are you? Who? I mean, I know we're talking about a legendary player. I'm getting that. He came out of high school pretty equipped, man, to go. So now your first several years, like if you look at Giannis, you look at you look at the Joker, you look at some of the players that have come out now. There's some ramp up time.
Yeah, definitely.
There's some ramp up time. So I mean, even like Kobe, Kobe averaged 7 points, and
It's hard, man. It's really hard to figure out who's the next person coming out.
just all to me, it's about work ethic and talent. Once you get drafted,
Yeah.
are you gonna stick around? What's your work ethic like? Do you want to get better? See, Michael here says our PC hero. I've been impressed with his play so far.
Heroes hooping too. I mean, look, 2016, Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram, and Jalen Brown. Like what? Jamal Murray, Chris Dunn, Buddy Hield. Like none of those players are going to take over the league. Maybe Ingram. Maybe I don't even. No, I take it back. Not Ingram.
No, not Ingram.
Yeah, there's now. Let's go back 2015. Let me see.
But Buddy Hield, like you took a player like Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield's a great complementary player to something.
Oh, people don't realize that Buddy Hield is like if you look at up most 3 points made in the NBA, he's up there with Stephen Curry since 2000, whatever.
Yes. But he needs to find that home where he can make a name for himself with that ability. He hasn't found that home yet.
Since 2016, most 3-point. Let me see. Watch. He's always on that. He's always on that weird stat. Like his name's always there. Let me see how we can find out who's in there.
What year most 3 points made since when?
2016. Oh, there it is. Shout out to Stat Muse. Oh, okay. It's Curry. So it's Curry, Harden, and Mr. Damian Lillard. And then guess who's in fourth place? Buddy Hill, Paul George, and Mr. CJ McCollum. Kemba Walker, too.
Yeah, Kimba's about done. But yep, those are the numbers.
Kyle Lowry's in there. Bogdanovich, Clay,
And
Patty
we're talking
Mills.
about thousands of threes.
That's a lot. 2007, it's Curry, Harden, and Buddy Hill. 2018,
Man,
it's oh
Kyle Lowry was up top.
since who has the most made threes, and since 2018, number one is Buddy Hill. Then number two is Stephen Curry, then Harden. Since 2019, it's Buddy Hield and Curry, then Harden. Dang, Harden's still up. Harden's still up there. And then since 2020, who's this? Oh, it's Buddy Hield and Duncan Robinson. Then
But if
Stephen Curry.
you look at this 3-point list, though, these are the players that people talk about.
And Tatum's in there right now too.
Yeah,
Really?
those
Oh.
are the players people
And then okay, since 2021, Stephen Curry and Buddy Hield, then Duncan Robinson. How many threes has I feel like Duncan Robinson hasn't even played.
Well, he didn't do well last year in the playoffs. But
Yeah,
you
that's why he got benched.
shoot
And then you
three.
got Terry Rozier in there, and then
Mhm.
Tatum. Now 2022. Let's see if they have anybody. The most threes right now are Stephen Curry and Buddy Hield, and then Desmond Bain, Malik Beasley, Fred Van Vliet, and just Jason Tatum. That's crazy. But Hield's still in there though. I mean,
And those are the players that everyone talks about. Those who are hitting threes. Those are the people who are getting paid. Those are the people who are getting bigger contracts.
Stephen Curry has the most 3 pointers since 2000. Oh, I guess they stopped. Yeah, I mean, he has the most 3 pointers since 2000. Him and Harden, if you go back all the way to 2001, they're still in the top two right now. Harden, it's Curry, Harden, Ray Allen, Kyle Korver, Jason Terry, Jamal Crawford, Vince Carter, Damian Lillard, and LeBron James. That's so many threes too since 2020. 2020, I mean 2000 year 2000, Stephen Curry has the most, and then Ray Allen. Like nobody's touching Stephen Curry in terms of shooting right now.
Yeah. And
Dang.
he's
If
on
he's
for a while.
he's gonna be. I mean, let me see 91. Who's still in 91? Oops. 1991. The most he's still leading league in threes. It's Ray Allen, James Harden, Carl Covert, Vince Carter. But I mean, at that time, nobody's really shooting threes, right? I mean, Reggie. The only person that's new is
That's
Reggie Miller.
Ray Allen. That was
Reggie Miller,
and then
1980.
you had the guy for Cleveland that used to shoot him.
He's not even there since
Calco.
1985. Reggie Miller now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know back then. I understand back then the league wasn't up for shooting threes, but the stuff that Stephen Curry's done is insane. 3,000.
He changed the game. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, if you go back, like nobody. Look at Wesley Matthews is in there.
People say Trae Young is going to catch him, but you haven't named Trae Young.
Hell no, Trae Young's not even close to catch. Trae Young doesn't even. Trae Young. He needs to be healthy. That's what he needs to do. Trae Young. Let me see. Trae Young. Ha! I don't even like Trae Young. I mean, he shoots at a decent clip. He gotten better since he got drafted. Oh wait, no. His highest shooting percentage was 38% last year. His lowest was this year so far. I mean, Trae Young's cool. I mean, he ain't like, one of the players I'll invest in. I don't think he's that well. Yes. I'm telling you, if you look at StatMuse, has like a lot of like crazy stats that people don't.
That Muse is a place to check some things out. You can slice and dice anything you want.
They have so much stuff. SGA, 31 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. Small sample size, but these are career highs. James Harden, this Stephen Curry had 33 points. It's 107 game with 7 plus 3s, by far the most ever. The next guy has 42. this the stuff they come up is crazy. Still, Devin Booker. I don't even think you don't even bring up Devin Booker's name at all. And Devin Booker's supposed to be.
You don't want to get me started on Devin Booker.
Let me see what Devin Booker looking like.
Yeah. Why don't you slice and dice Devin Booker right quick?
Let me see what Devin Booker's market is looking like. What year he get drafted? Oh, 2015.
It was drafted high.
I think he was top 10. No, was it? Devin Booker. Devin Booker was. Oh yeah. That's why he gets
What was he?
13th. That's why he gets compared to Kobe a lot. Because they got drafted the same.
And is that the end of the comparison with Kobe?
I don't know, man. It's Kobe. Kobe want to write, be legendary, and then people just assume that Devin Booker is going to be that guy, but Devin Booker's not that guy to me. His prism is expensive still though. I'm happy I didn't buy that prism when I saw it in the San Francisco show last year. It was going for like $1,000. I'm so happy I didn't buy it.
What's the price now?
Well, I don't even know. Let me check. I think that I will assume that. I mean, let me see.
So Tennessee is tactfully getting at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, look.
First of all, quarterback is running. Derrick Henry is running.
Well, Kansas City is beatable. You just got to run the ball.
Last year, quite a few teams would have had a problem if Derrick Henry wasn't hurt.
Oh yeah, we almost beat Tennessee and they beat us. So I believe it. Oh man, and people thought what's this guy? Everybody thought the Titans were done this year. Oh, but it's still the third quarter though. They still got time.
I didn't think they're playing a team this week on the run. I think Kansas City is a little weak on the run, but I don't know how far Tennessee is going when we get to the playoffs.
Yeah, because I don't. But who's gonna win though? That's what I'm saying. Who's gonna win in the Super Bowl this year? There's no team that.
First, I think we got to see who gets there that's healthy.
Yeah, I mean it should be the Chiefs, but I mean the Dolphins might make a run for it. Oh, I'm gonna show you. Did you see this? I just sent you something.
What you got?
Look at Anthony Edwards. That's crazy. He was just sitting there.
You sent me a picture?
No, I sent it to you on Instagram. It's a picture of him. They're running a play. He just has his hands on his hips, just watching it. Oh wow.
What is that?
I don't know. He's saying that they run that play for him, and they make it at least. No, he missed it.
Anthony Edwards has his own way of doing his. I mean, he does things in the.
Oh my god! Is that? Oh, that was yesterday.
But I know people who are very excited about Anthony Edwards.
I mean, I am too, but well, you got you. How'd you feel about that? The Carl Anthony thing when he was talking about the Popeye situation.
Well, I mean, Edwards comes out and talks about that. He talks about how he gets Popeye's chicken after the game. Then he talks about how he's struggling on a back-to-back.
I think. I remember last year when he brought out the Popeyes bag during a press
was eating it. Just to bring it out. He was eating it.
He said, "I got me a Popeyes 2-piece," and nothing was wrong with that after the game. That was the craziest part. He was just, man. These basketball players, man, they just don't know what they got. Sometimes they don't know how good they have it.
So when you see that play right there, what do you think?
I'm like, man, what's he doing? Somebody that's investing in something, like investing into him, like, why are you doing that in the first place? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
the story that he talked about in the interview is that he went to work out for Golden State, and Kerr and the general manager thought he wasn't running hard enough.
yeah, I know.
So I mean, I don't know, man.
It's one of those things like, yeah, you're not getting the ball, but at least show some sort of effort. You know what I mean? Like,
He's so young, still just turned 21.
he doesn't know better, but still, FD, you still gotta.
I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna say you're gonna see that same thing at like 26.
I think do you think he wants to be there?
No, I don't see him being in Minnesota long term. Do you see that?
I don't think so either. But
Oh,
is he gonna stay there though? That's the thing. Like,
oh,
he's locked up in Minnesota for at least like another 2 years.
okay. He'll be 23 when he bounces.
Hey, but where would I?
You do know the Orlando Magic had Shaq and Anthony Hardaway at one point.
Yeah, I know. But who
Everybody talking about, man, these guys are gonna. No, that's just who drafted you.
you think's gonna get like? What do you think will be the ideal situation from Anthony Edwards to be successful?
Like, that's a tough question for me.
Because
That's like saying, where's LaMelo Ball going to be successful long term? I don't know if I have an answer to that.
that is crazy. You don't. Yeah, no one knows. Where? But
Yeah,
that's,
I mean, it's like this. You think Anthony Edwards ever played for like Pop with Spurs?
no, I don't even think. I think Pop. I think Pop Simone's out of here. I think he's gonna retire soon.
Even if he was staying here, I just don't see that.
Why would he go there? He needs to go
I'm
to.
just talking about daily discipline. I'm talking about like Larry Brown and Isaiah. AI right now.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
about the grind daily of getting after something. I think some of these players have to be around certain coaches. I mean, we just saw what Steve Kerr had to say about.
The Nash situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wow! Oh wow! Mahomes throws a ball, goes right off the receiver's hands. Tennessee go right into it. This Tennessee defensive back's hands. Interception. Oh! This is Kelsey. Oh, hold on. Let me take a step back.
Oh man,
Travis Kelsey
he's on my fantasy team. What's he doing?
just gave up an interception. And I've said before now. Some people say, "FD, you're crazy." I think Mahomes, like, oh man, Kelsey takes his helmet off and bowls it on the sideline. He
He
takes his
what?
helmet off on the field and bowls that thing onto the sideline.
Oh wow.
But I think Mahomes is going to have a backwards career where he had more success up front.
That's what what's his name said. Who
Who?
told me that? Chris, the big guy, the white guy. What's his Instagram? BMB or CDG Collectibles, I think.
Oh, Chris. Okay, you were talking to Chris about that?
Yeah, he told me the same thing you're saying. He said he has a Brett Favre career,
Yeah,
successful in the
he's gonna
beginning.
struggle. Yeah, he's going to struggle in the back end.
You think so?
He'll say this because he doesn't have a person to stretch the field. And it's going to make him have to throw to Kelsey and more short stuff and tighter windows. But people think I'm crazy.
Dang, that'd be wild. But I mean, he's still a threat
I mean,
though.
think about how much success he had up front, though.
I mean, he still has a lot of like, success right now.
Yeah, but we're going to see when we get to the playoffs.
Man, he has a lot of success. He's doing things people wish they could do at that age of their career.
Mm-hmm. We'll see if it translates into Super Bowl wins. It could be. I could be completely wrong. I've been wrong before. Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, but still, people still crowning Josh Allen, but Josh Allen ain't doing anything with it either. So
He could erase all that with a win this year. I still think he's a quarterback with ability that has to show it.
but one Super Bowl is gonna put him over the top.
It'll shut down some kind of talk about this
Yeah,
and seeing it through and getting it done. It'll end all that.
I just don't see him. I don't like Josh Allen. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes with him.
Because I don't know. I just feel like in basketball right now, like I've seen Carmelo Anthony, right? I think a lot of these guys are like Carmelo Anthony, like they're not gonna play too much defense. They're gonna score the basketball. They're gonna jog back down the court.
Yeah, but they put him as a top 75 player of all time. Like, doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, they're gonna do that because he's top 9 scorer all the time.
I don't see why. He doesn't. He hasn't even. He only been to one Western Conference Finals, and he's a top 75 player. Like, it don't make any sense to me. Him or Damian Lillard.
I mean, you got Anthony Davis on there. You got a bunch of stuff going down.
How many games? Where are we at right now with Mr. AD? How many games has he played? He played today.
Let's look at it.
Let me see. Oh, he only attempted 2 shots. Wow.
Oh, he only took 2 shots today?
In the second half.
How many minutes did he play?
33. He's still playing at a. Let me see where he's doing. He's played 1, 2, 3.
7 games. Played 7 games.
No, he played 8. One is it? No,
I
he
see.
played. No, he played 8. He played 8. I'm looking at it.
Well, today must have been 8.
Man, he's not. He just needs 42 more games.
Let's see if he gets it.
That's a long way to go.
Hey, you got a long haul, man. You gotta get it.
It's 48 games left to go. How is he gonna do that? 40.
I don't think it's happening, bro. That's just me.
Hold on, I just gotta look at the Lakers. I gotta look at the Lakers schedule. 48 games. Let me see how this is gonna run. Because if he has any back to back, it's a wrap. Let me see. Where's the schedule at? Man. LeBron James. Where's it at? Man, show me the schedule. There it is. I know they play Brooklyn this week. I know that. So they play tomorrow. Oh, they got a back tomorrow. Then they play on Wednesday. Then they play Friday. And then Saturday. They play Friday, Sunday. I mean, it's possible. He doesn't really have that much back-to-back.
The positive is that he shot 0 threes today. That is positive.
It was funny. I saw Anthony Davis Prism rookie raw. I was gonna buy it, and I was like, nah. Let me see if I have a photo.
You have second thoughts on
that? It just wasn't. It wasn't talking to me. I thought I sent you a picture of it just to be funny, but I guess I didn't. I just don't see any value in him buying it. I don't know why. Just maybe because you kept talking about he's fragile and everything. You know, he doesn't do it.
Sorry, that's not just me. I didn't give him the nickname of Mr. Glass.
Look at this, man. His stuff is low, but I mean, who's gonna buy it? No one's gonna buy AD.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some people out here like, yeah, I gotta get my AD.
Yeah, his Prism's going for like $47, and the guy was charging me $60 for it. I'm not gonna buy that.
Oh, that was a $14 profit.
I mean, I like 2012 Prism, NBA Prism stuff, but I'm not gonna buy AD for.
You should get that Draymond in that class.
Oh, Draymond's good too, but depends. Let me see.
I was just joking, bro.
I know, but Draymond's not even. Man, there's crazy. This 2012, man, the Prism stuff. Draymond's auto's going for like 200 right now. Who is this? Royce White? I don't even know who none of these players are. I don't know who that is. Harry.
A lot of 2012 first round are no longer around.
It's hard, yeah. Only people that are around is like Jimmy, and I can't think of anybody else. You're right. I mean, this Draymond. Dang, this is Draymond pristine.
You got Draymond, and you got who did the Phoenix Suns just try to get rid of? Power forward. Dreads.
Shoot, what's his name? God, I see his face.
I see his face. Yeah, I can't. But he's in that draft class too. So you know Cam Johnson tore his meniscus, right?
The light skinned guy?
Mm-hmm. On the string.
No, he did not. Really?
Yeah, he was out last night. Yeah, when they beat Crowder. Big John coming through in the clutch. Boom.
Oh, Jay Crowder. Yeah. There it is.
Yeah, Jay Crowder was in that.
Oh, so he's out. How
Yeah,
long is he
yeah.
gonna be out?
But the funny thing is about it, Jay Crowder is no longer on the team, but they haven't traded him.
Damn, he's 26.
What if Golden State brought in Jay Crowder?
No. Wait, he's 26? So when did he come out of oh, he stayed 5 years in college, that's why.
Who?
Cameron Johnson.
He was at UNC, right?
He was in no, but he started in Pittsburgh for 3 years.
Never knew that.
Oh, he's supposed to be a high lottery draft pick too. He was the 11th overall pick in the 2019 class.
He's a big guy, shoots threes, plays decent defense. I don't think he's better than Jay Crowder myself. Team Suns or they don't want to pay Crowder.
I'm waiting for Cam Reddish to come out. That's who I want them to start balling out is Cam Reddish.
I don't think Cam Reddish is going to start balling out.
Yeah, he had a long way to go. Whew.
Ricardo, what's up, man? What's going on?
In a better situation.
You're a Cam Reddish fan, man?
I mean, I thought he was better than RJ Barrett out of Duke. I thought he was better than Zion. Like this is able to shoot at his,
You've been watching Zion's jump shots. Anybody been watching Zion's jump shots? I count them every game.
like 5.
No, we don't get that high, sir.
Oh,
You think he's shooting 5 jumpers a game?
no, I'm just kidding.
1, 2, but it. Just think your whole career you're taking a ball to the cup. Who's been successful doing that? Grant Hill tried that. Didn't work.
Man, Zion.
That's just me though. Zion could be the bomb. So Ricardo says Bears lost but Fields show promise. Yes, that's almost like every week. Yep. I mean, you run for 178 yards. That's a lot. Threw for 120 something.
Was it a play where they lost or what happened?
I don't think it was just one play. That was a pass at the end that I think receiver dropped. I saw. Bears just need a lot of people, man. You can name there are a lot of positions they need to fill.
Wow. But I mean, he got, he has good he has Claypool. I mean, they just gotta get like a system.
Claypool was a big step. Getting someone like that, big step, but he needs another receiver as well. Claypool is the first piece. It's good that they're thinking that way.
My goodness. But I still think he's gonna be a good person to look at in a few years. Like next year, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they got some pieces of one. More people will be talking about this.
But everybody was saying there was like a play where the refs they missed a call and the Bears could have won the game.
Yeah, Ricardo said we have money to spend next year. We should because I don't know who we've paid. Bears should have a lot of reserve. Just open the vaults and bring it out.
Start. What will you do? What will be the first thing you'll do?
Say that if the Bears don't change ownership, I don't think they're gonna win anything.
But what will be the first thing you'll do to improve the team if you took over?
Change ownership.
Oh, change.
I'm serious. Change ownership. Do you know 85 Bears, man, was many moons ago? 38 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
I was 9, 10 years old.
That was a long time ago.
I was about as old as my son, man. The Bears won the Super Bowl. Come on, man.
Well,
go to the Super Bowl and what was that? 2006? Just get handled. Devin Hester opening kickoff runs that back. Nothing after that.
You guys almost won.
Grossman in the Super Bowl dropping snaps.
I didn't know. That's the year Peyton Manning won, right?
Yeah, Peyton Manning. Nathan, taking a trip to Cali, bringing some cars to sell, going to hit up Burbank. That's the move. Where you coming from, Nathan? When are you coming to town? That is the move.
Let me see what this look like. Woo. Is it too late to buy Derek Carr stuff? This is the best time to man. It's crazy
But
when
let
a
me just
player.
ask you this. Let me just ask you this, and not trying to be funny, but because I think the people want to know. So we got Brandon Marshall said it best. Bears ownership is like a mom and pop shop. Great people, personal, but won't spend money to win. Big John, telling you, Bears are not going to do anything. I know Bear fans, people I grew up with. I text them unless they change ownership. They're just playing games with our Big John, Ricardo, FD. They're just playing games with all the fans. They're just playing. You get a GM in there. Okay, doesn't matter anything. Is that ownership team the same? The
Who?
McCaskey family is it still the same? They stumbled upon the monsters of the Midway in '85. Stumbled upon that. Wilbur Marshall, Otis Wilson, Mike Singletary. Oh, these are like lower draft picks, man.
So they got lucky. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I think so. BLK still in coins. Are you guys going to Chicago Sports Spectacular November 18th through the 20th? Going to be in Rosemont? No, I will not be there. Should be a good event, though. I've gone in the past, years ago.
What is it? What is it called?
The Chicago Sports Spectacular every November, man.
Oh, is that supposed to be like a big event?
Yeah. Is that the same place with the National, the same convention center?
When is it? December or November? Oh, that's in like 3 weeks.
Dude,
Is
that's,
that?
that's like in 10 days, bro. 10, 12
Oh,
days.
oh my God.
3 weeks. But do you know there's a holiday coming up called Thanksgiving, bro?
Well, Veterans Day as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that day is Friday.
Oh my goodness, Black Panther. Woo, are you excited?
Yeah, I'm excited. Ricardo said he'll be there. And he can't wait. Yeah, I'm excited. Like that. Nice, man.
All right, November 11th is going to be the mark of my. How long have I been with my wife?
You better know.
16
Hey,
years.
JD, I don't know much, but you should probably know these numbers.
16 years. 16 years. So we already got dinner planned, but I told her we got to watch Black Panther for sure.
Hold up. Are you watching Black Panther that day or that weekend?
That day, I already talked to her. I already got it planned out. We got dinner going, and then she said that's fine. I mean, we're going to the Raider game. FD, come on now. What type of game?
So you hold up. You're gonna be in Vegas at the Black Panther?
No, we're gonna be because I gotta work Saturday because post office don't want to take off Saturday. But we're gonna go to dinner on Friday, then go to work real quick, and then go to Vegas. I don't know if we're gonna go to Vegas that night or in the morning. I don't know yet. We'll see.
How many days you gonna be in Vegas?
Just no, we'll be back Sunday right after the game, or maybe a halftime if we don't get it together.
Oh, you just going to Vegas for the game?
Yeah, I'm just going for the game.
Are you driving or flying?
We're gonna drive, spend quality. It used to be like a 7-hour drive, 6-hour drive to Vegas. Now I've been hearing it takes like 4 hours. How? I don't know, but probably 5-hour drive. We'll see.
Nathan said he's coming to town December 10th through the 12th.
Who? Oh,
Nathan.
oh, we should have come like a week afterwards. That's the big.
What's
The
the week
big
after? Show?
the show, yeah. And then EJ's doing Newport, so that's gonna be cool.
Yeah,
November's gonna be a good time. I'm telling you guys, December's gonna be a good time for shows this year. It's gonna be a lot of moving parts.
BLK still says, yeah, big. Same place as the National. Hope you guys stop by and see me, Ricardo. Bring everyone. It's always a good show. I mean, it's Chicago, man.
I want to go. Is the National going to be in Chicago this year or next year?
Chicago, Cleveland, Chicago.
Cleveland. What would the hell? Who?
It's centrally located. Probably not.
Cleveland, FD though. Who's going to go to Cleveland?
I think quite a few people. After what I've heard about Atlantic City, I think quite a few people go to Cleveland.
They're crazy. People going to go to Cleveland. I mean, if LeBron was still if Kyrie and LeBron was still in Cleveland, that'd be a cool place to go.
Okay, so since you said that, can we segue into this?
Huh?
You collect Kyrie Irving.
Oh yeah, I know. I told my wife.
You collect Derek Carr.
I know. I feel like this is like somebody coming after me.
This is a pivotal year.
the voodoo card gods are coming after me or something. I must have said something wrong.
This is why I said if Raiders don't make the playoffs, what's happening? What's the organization gonna do?
They better
Do
keep
you
my
think
guy.
your head coach left the Patriots to come over here for this?
Maybe it's his fault. Why are we losing? I mean,
Yeah, how do you figure?
because he ain't running the right plays. He's a crazy guy. But man, it's crazy, huh? I'm not gonna say anymore who I collect. I was talking about Derek Carr. Look what's going on with him. Kyrie. Look what's going on with him.
I think about you all the time, man. Whenever I turn on the TV, I'm like, damn, man, this is that's why I hit you up sometimes. Like,
Hey, but can we talk about what did you see? You saw Brooklyn's checklist. What Kyrie got to do to get back in the
He's not doing any of that.
dude. That's a.
Do you have that? Because I was reading this off to someone.
Oh my god! Hold on, man, dude. This dude got that sounds like an end of the year project. What they
I
got him
think
doing.
Woj put this up. Someone put this up. Hold on.
I have it on my story. Hold on. I just posted it the other day. I was like, this dude got the biggest checklist. Like he got to finish an end of the year project. Like, come on now. This I don't man, I'm telling you, FD, the Jewish community they're really strong out there. Like they shut that thing down.
Yeah, I got it right here. Nets have delivered Kyrie Irving 6 items he must complete to return to team.
That is the craziest.
Here, as I read through these, please feel free to comment on which ones you think are going to get done. Okay? Apologize, condemn movie.
He could do that.
500K donation to anti-hate causes. Sensitivity training. Anti-Semitic training. Meet with ADL Jewish leaders. Meet with Joe Tsai to demonstrate understanding of information.
That's crazy.
You got side missions.
Where's this thing at, man?
Big John, you said how much a ticket? What are you referring? Are you referring to the Chicago show? I think you are.
To Chicago show. Where's it at, man?
You'll enjoy yourself. You will enjoy yourself. I promise you. If you haven't been before.
And then Nike suspends his contract with him. I'm like, come on, dude. Like that, the Jewish community got it going good. I'm telling you.
So, what do you think about? I mean, this is a big year for both players, right?
Damn, man. First, it ain't COVID. I'm like, there's nothing that's gonna stop him this year. No COVID, no shenanigans, and this dude.
So the only question I have: wouldn't it be right for Brooklyn to go ahead and move KD?
Oh, KD don't want to leave anymore. But like,
he does say he just wants to play basketball. So he's probably not concerned about once all that's cleared out. His coach is gone. Do you think they're going to name Ime the new coach?
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think he's waiting to see what this Kyrie situation is going to turn out to. I'm not going to Brooklyn without like the full roster. That roster can't win without Kyrie and Ben Simmons all clicking. Like they can't
still
win.
naming Ben Simmons? You still talking about Ben Simmons?
I mean, I'm just being honest, FD. I mean, you talking.
Let me look up Ben Simmons. Let me. People still talking about this guy.
Hey, but do you think that list is kind of like outrageous, or do you think that list is just fine?
If I'll say outrageous, I don't know if that's the word I would use. Ben Simmons is averaging 6 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 7 assists. What are we talking about?
I don't know.
I never understand, man. Ricardo said, a day, Big John, just so you know. Big John says Brooklyn owner's wife is very active in women's rights. Okay. I was actually doubting this as well. Do they bring in Ime? I don't know. There's like a lot going on.
I don't think so either. Ooh.
It's a lot happening, man.
I don't know what's gonna happen either. I do not know what's gonna happen. The NBA this year is like really, 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 really crazy. I want him
to sort this way out.
I want him to play, but
How much longer do you see Kyrie playing NBA? I give him two, 3
Shit,
years.
probably this might be his last year if he don't get his stuff together.
Yep. And he was averaging 30-some points a game.
Yeah, he's that boy crazy.
This is a good question, Big John. How does bringing Ime in change their dysfunctional culture? Are you playing music over there?
Oh, it was just a video. I was trying to find Kyrie,
Oh, I
but
thought you were bumping one.
I just think it's crazy to me how this changed everything. It's crazy. This dude, Kyrie, that culture. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Like, what happened to that Brook? Like, they were like the
Hold
first.
up, though. Hold up. You said what happened? When did they ever have a culture that was?
But I'm saying like the first year they were all playing. They almost beat Milwaukee if Kyrie doesn't get hurt. Like they were up 2-0 and then Kyrie gets hurt. And then it went downhill from there. And then the whole COVID situation.
Was that the year that Milwaukee won the championship?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I mean they had Kyrie going, they had James Harden going, KD going. Like I feel like Mike D'Antoni was the reason why they were so successful at the time. That offense that they were running.
Yeah, pretty sure, but that offense never won the championship.
Yeah.
You say Mike D'Antoni, you talking about putting up points and not winning the championship.
There's
Just so you know, Mahomes is getting sacked. There's a minute 30 left in the third. Tennessee's up 17-9.
But he said there's a Bleacher Report thing where Mike D'Antoni said double the offense, half the defense. And James Harden was just smiling when he said that. I was like, but James Harden when D'Antoni was in Houston, whew, James Harden was on another level that year, those few years.
James Harden doesn't win another championship.
I don't think he wins another championship.
He doesn't win a championship at all.
He ain't gonna win a championship. Hell no. I don't see it. How's he gonna win a championship? I don't even think he's gonna win a championship with
No.
with Philly.
No.
I do not see it. Because he what's his face is hurt already.
Harden has a foot issue.
No, the other guy. Oh yeah, he is hurt.
Oh, Embiid is, I think, just taking some nights off, probably getting some rest. It's Maxi's time, man.
Well, what about Maxi?
It's his time to run. BLKC, I really appreciate you. Love the channel, man. Thanks for all you do in the hobby. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Famous last words. We don't need a coach.
Oh wow.
It's almost like practice. Talking about practice. Trust the process.
Oh wow. 430. Wow. That's crazy.
What's that 430, man?
No, just looking at the Kyrie's his prices is drop. I mean, his stuff is dropping.
I think it's going to continue to drop.
It's going to continue to drop until he gets his shenanigans together, because it ain't looking good for the home team. I'm just not going to say who I collect anymore, because when I say who I collect, things happen like this. We can't be having like stuff like this.
It's kind of wild, man.
I'm not gonna say Jalen Green anymore, because Jalen Green might have something might happen in Jalen Green, so I'm gonna be relaxing.
Have you watched him play this year?
Yeah, he plays cool. I mean, KPJ touches the ball more, but what can you do? I think they gotta get rid of Kevin Porter Jr. if they want Jalen Green to like really like ascend to a higher level. But
who seems to be disappearing is the rookie,
Smith.
Yeah.
What's it? Jabari Smith or something? Yeah.
Seems to be disappearing to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading that wrong.
And then it's hard to find any of like Jalen Green 2021's rookie class. Like there's no prism color or anything like that. It's really hard to find anything.
I'm pretty
Like
sure.
it's weird. It's
Oh,
weird because nobody's ripping right now for some reason. Because all the stuff is barely coming out right now. I guess like every Target had like a big restock. When I go to Target today, there was nothing there.
hmm. How often do you hit Target looking for cards?
Like, I don't know, not that much anymore. I don't believe in buying. I don't even rip anymore. Like I just want to see if I have luck, but I'd
What do
rather.
you think when you look on eBay? You see eBay 101 in the description.
Oh, and it's really not a one of one.
Just eBay 101.
I'll tell you like this: the chances of you finding that card in the wild is hard. So, I mean, it might be true. I mean,
Really? Sometimes I go to shows and I see eBay 101.
you seen one before in person?
No, eBay 101. This means this is the only card like this one on eBay for sale right now.
Yeah, but are you gonna find that card like at Premiere or Newport or anything like that?
I just think that's an interesting description.
I
That's a
do.
description that if we stop doing that as a community, I'm perfectly fine with that.
eBay 101 and shit. I have a lot of those eBay 101s. I'm sure you got a lot of them too. I feel like not a lot of people are listing right now. There's not a lot of good listings online.
Now, man, people hold them. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to hold them. You heard the Kenny Rogers? Know when to walk away.
Who's that?
I'm serious.
What? Who got a J? Somebody said they got a Jalen Green RPA.
Oh man. Man, it's great. Yeah, it's 2023 people. Any predictions out there for 2023 in the hobby? Anybody got a crystal ball? Anything going down? People thinking about?
I can't think of anything. Ooh,
It's gonna be interesting.
you think what's PSA selling subbing for right now? You think it's worth sending in cards to PSA even if it's a low price? It's like $15, and you know it's not gonna gem. Do you think it's worth sending in?
I personally would not do that. Depending on what that you or someone else's end goal was.
Oh wow, where's your thing at? My those cards I sent in for grading, it's already at Q1 the Q check 1 already.
My cards are done. They should be shipped back.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. Yeah. You should be getting them back this week, right?
Yeah.
Let me see where mine's is at right now. I forgot I had these.
Grading, Universal Set Registry 2023.
Oh yeah, I only have 5 cards. I only sent 5 cards in. That's right. I sent a Kaminga auto. I sent a Cam Thomas auto, a Josh Giddey auto, a Jalen Green 2 autos. But I only graded the auto, so we'll see how that goes.
And you cleaned all those yourself?
I mean, it's just an auto, so yeah, it shouldn't be that bad. I'm still mad at the Kareem getting a 9, but
Local card collector. What's up, gentlemen? Are we talking?
I want to.
He's sending in some cards.
I'm gonna send this one in. I'm gonna send this one in like in a few days. Send the Jalen, but it's not gonna 10, so I'm just gonna send the auto. Just send the auto to grade it. It's just hard buying off eBay, because when you buy off eBay, it's really hard to determine if there's any like damages on the card.
I just try to ask for additional pictures and try to scrutinize those.
I did, but it was a bid. It was a bid, and like I got it for a steal. Because I was already on like eBay jail. There's certain like listings I can't bid on. So
what do you mean by listings you can't bid on?
Because there's like a few cards that I didn't pay on time, so they canceled. So they called eBay. So So I have like I'm on eBay jail temporarily.
It seems like PSA is tougher on auto grades than BGS. I've heard that too. I've heard that, Loco. I've heard that.
But this one's cool though. I mean, it looks like it should 10, but I don't know. Yeah, it is getting hard after that Kareem incident. I'm scared. I'm scared what's gonna happen now. So that's why I rather just hold the card raw and see what happens. Oh, that's not bad either.
Yeah, I don't think it's a bad card either. Get a PSA 9 with a 10 on it. Seen a lot of those. eBay needs auto pay after one.
Oh yeah, they should. It took me a minute.
Don't be surprised.
But man, I just don't get why the quality control on these paninis are like that bad, you know. But whatever.
What if I told you that in order to increase the quality, it costs this amount? That might be the reason why.
Yeah, but a box is going for like $30 now. A blaster or a mega going for like $40. I think.
It'll take away show bidding and non-payments. True. I have more non-payers slated than I have all year on eBay.
Well, him.
Loco, where's your store, man? What do you have for sale?
Oh, you just got back from Dallas?
Dallas Car Show. Oh, Loco, I want to ask you, how was the Dallas Car Show? I should send you a link. You should join, man.
I wonder how it was. Everybody said. I heard a few people said it was good, and I heard a few people say it was bad.
I gotta hear from Loco. How was the Dallas Car Show?
See, look at this. Look at this auto. Look at Jordan Clarkson auto. That thing's faded.
Yeah. You got that off eBay?
Yeah. I didn't realize how bad his auto was faded. But
you like Jordan Clarkson?
I mean, just because he's Filipino. But I mean, he could hoop, yeah.
I understand. I respect it.
I might send it in. It don't look that. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Hey, you want to have Loco on here for a second?
Yeah.
Loco, send me an email, bro. I'll hit you up right now.
I definitely want to know. I don't know.
We're about to have Loco. Loco on. Loco. And Richard said, or Ricardo, excuse me. Good night, fellas. Good night. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you being here. Yeah, I know it's time to get some rest. We're going to have Loco on, talk about the Dallas show, and then we're going to bounce. Loco says give him 5.
I don't see nothing. I don't see why this card wouldn't gem. I don't know.
I'm so nervous cleaning my own cards.
Man,
I do this in person. I watch videos on it.
I mean, you can try an error. I mean, my whole thing is if you think it's not gonna jam, don't even send it in.
Really? What about the love of encapsulation, man?
Oh, I mean, if it's like a if it's like a regular non-number card, then don't say it's not even worth it. But if it's a color or anything like that, really look at it. But the value always goes up no matter what. If it's if it's graded or not, because it's gonna stay that way for however long it's inside the capsule, like you said.
What if PSA start? Do they sleeve cards? Don't they sleeve some cards?
Yeah, they do. They sleeve it.
Is that the new process?
Yeah.
So what I get back should be sleeved.
Yeah. Where's my Kareem?
Is your Kareem sleeved?
I think so. Or
if that's the case, I need to send in other cards and have them redone. If you send in a card just to get it sleeved, does it change the number on it?
I don't know. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see if I have my Kareem right here.
That's the thing. That just when you make money. It's not good when nothing you have moves. I was there and enjoyed myself, and I said one thing. Are you talking about Christopher King, the Dallas show? Or are you talking about eBay grading?
Actually, I don't know if it's in a sleeve. No, I don't think it's in a sleeve, FD.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's in a sleeve.
I guess if they sleeve their cards, they would have to change their holder.
I mean, it's
Because
still a
it's
cool card.
right to the edge of the card.
Man,
Yeah. So going back, Christopher King, I think he's referring to Dallas. Sammy Ruiz, what does eBay do to winning bidders who don't pay? Shield bid it up all the way you want, and no repercussions from it. eBay has a problem.
shit, I'm one of those people that will be paying sometimes. I'll be like, oh, why? I'm gonna take it to Burbank. I'm gonna see what they're gonna tell me.
You mean like what value they give it?
Yeah, and if it's worth it, and I see something that has more potential, then I might do it. But I just want to get a number in my head. Let me see, Tyrese.
Have you looked up any eBay cards that have sold with Hall of Fame players, legendary players? Gold.
Not really. Nothing like. Let me check. But it's like who who's on his his level, like, you know what I mean? Who's on his who in the Hall of Famers that
Dr. J, Oscar Robinson, Magic Johnson.
I don't think the Oscar Robinson might be the closest one, but Kareem got 5 championships.
Yeah, but I mean, it'll give you a ballpark of.
Yeah, that's true. Let me see where Blue Wave Tyrese is going for right now. I cannot find any. Let me see. Well, I've been using 135, or is it 130 point, and you know, it helps a little bit. Let me see. PSA 9 Halliburton. See, like there's nothing on his price.
Loco, I'll put an email in there for you to send your email to. Get your thoughts on Dallas. This will be our second guess. This is our second guess, right? Jay was our first, right?
Mm-hmm. You said Oscar Robinson.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
"2018 Prism Gold." Nope, there's nothing. See, there's not a ting. See, there's not even on 135 you can find anything. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Oh, it's 21. That's why. Oops.
Yeah, Loco, let me know if you're able to send your email.
There's an Oscar Robin. There's a Kareem Panini fast break prism out of 10 gold sold for, but he was in his Bucks jersey.
Yep. And this is the way you beat Christopher King. This is how you beat the Chiefs. You run the football, control the clock, make him make these short passes, not really go down the field. Derrick Henry is going to eat this up. We got 11 minutes, 33 seconds left. And you see how many times Mahomes touches the ball. Derrick Henry had, 97 yards rushing in the first half? That's how you beat the Chiefs. Well, a lot of teams are not designed like this. So they don't have this kind of ability. He runs so hard, though. It's just interesting how he. All right, Loco. Hold on here. Send Loco an email.
Yeah, I might get this one back less than 2 weeks. Oops. Because if it's already at its Q1, then Q2 might be. I might get it back in 3 weeks after the way it's going.
Yeah, I don't know. Loco, you got an email. Yep, you got an email, sir. Dallas, here we come. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. It took like 3 weeks. I think next week might be the beginning of the 4th. I was kind of surprised. So are people still submitting cards to PSA and it's taking a long, long time?
I don't know.
It doesn't take a long time, does it?
What?
Or you submit cards to PSA?
Well, let me tell you. I have it right here. So when I start doing it consistently, let me see. I did a 20 card set in May. I got it back less than 2 months. Then I did a value. I did the national special. Took less than 2 months. This one took a month, like 6 weeks. The 2 of them, and then the economy I did took a month. The 6 cards took a month, and then the recent one just took less than a month. It
I
took
think
a
they
month.
must get better on processing times because this has been less than a month. And I think what I submitted before with the LeBron House Chrome was
Yeah, I'm gonna send these in. These are like the PSA $15 one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send all of these in, some hockey stuff, and see how it goes.
So we got Loco in the house, man, Bay Area.
Oh, he from the Bay?
Yeah.
What's up, Loco?
Hey, what's up?
We got Loco going on.
Oh, hold on. Okay, there we go. I had you guys playing in the background. I was hearing an echo.
How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you guys?
Good.
I haven't been on a live stream in a minute. Thanks for having me on.
And now here you are. So break it down. Yeah, Magic Johnson would be a good comparison.
I'm gonna look into that.
So break it down for us, Loco. What was up in Dallas? What were you looking for? What did you grab? What was the vibe?
All right. Well, from what I was told, this was my first Dallas card show, so I didn't have anything to base it on. But from what I've heard, the Dallas card shows are usually the biggest shows. The trade nights are usually packed. So in the hotel, in the lobby, it's usually packed. Like all the lobby area and everything is overflowing. You can't even find a spot. Well, that wasn't the case at all. It was. I was at trade night on Thursday night and Friday night, and it was more than half empty. And a lot of people were telling me this is not a typical Dallas card show. This is a lot slower. I'm sorry, this was your first one. This wasn't what probably you thought it would be.
So what about the show itself? Was the show itself slower?
I mean, I would say slower than what I thought it would be. Now, keep in mind on Friday, the weather was really bad. So I can understand the weather keeping a lot of people away from the show on Friday. Saturday, there were a lot more people. There were people bumping into you. So there were that many people where you couldn't just move around freely, but it wasn't like the Burbank card show.
Oh,
so what were you looking for at the show? What did you find?
Well, a lot of people had basketball out. That's kind of the hot thing right now. So I was just looking for some different in the value bins, whatever I could find. Maybe DeJounte Murray. One of my favorites is Julius Randle. Actually, I did find a Julius Randle gold pulsar, and I told the guy I'm probably the only person at this entire show that's going to want this card. So we made a deal for. We traded. I did a trade in cash for it.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, some basketball. I feel like now's the time to buy baseball, but I wasn't buying baseball because it's not as fun. I kind of want to be, doing what everyone else is doing just to have a little bit of fun at the show too.
Wow.
A
Wait, so
baseball play right now would be strong. I mean, that's
it's dead. Yeah, the market's dead.
yeah. I mean, who's talking about Aaron Judge right now? Who's talking about Albert Pujols right now? Y'all saw that the Albert Pujols baseball sold for what 360, 390? The 700 home run golden auction, I think.
Wow, no, I didn't see that.
Yeah, but who's talking Pujols? Anybody talking Pujols cards?
I don't have any Pujols cards.
I don't know how many people are really. Maybe I'm naive, but I don't know how many people are really. Man, let me go find some Pujols.
Well, here's one of the things I noticed at trade night. One of the first questions, or I went up to somebody and asked them, you want to trade? One of the first questions he asked me was, "Do you have any vintage?" And I was like, "No, I have some that I've sent to PSA. I'm grading some vintage, but I don't have any on me." But I was kind of surprised that this young kid was looking for vintage.
I'm not. I saw there was a kid there that was like 10, 12 years old looking for vintage.
Okay. So
I'm not. I mean, that's the play to make in a less volatile play in a volatile market right now.
Yeah, and even the younger generation realizes that too. I know when I was a kid, I stayed away from vintage because it was boring. I wanted Ken Griffey Jr. I wanted all the young stars. I wanted Upper Deck was the new thing, so I wanted to open packs of Upper Deck, and I found I had vintage because my dad collected, his friends collected, so somehow I would get some cards for doing chores and mowing lawns or whatever. But the first thing I wanted to do is get those vintage cards, either cash them out or trade them for the new stuff, because that was the fun, exciting stuff. So it's interesting to see the younger generation actually looking for Willie Mays or Hank Aaron or Mickey Mantles.
What about anybody making LeBron plays out there? People looking for Steph Curry. Trying to think about anybody talking about Kevin Durant.
Look, I mean, LeBron autos are always.
Oh yeah, that's always gonna be hot.
Those are always popular, like for the high end. So I know my brother made a play on one. He got a LeBron auto, a pretty big card. So those were out there, or LeBron patch cards too.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So those are just like the big cards out there. But I don't know that it's specifically just because it was LeBron or just because it's a big card and it's available. If it's available for trade, then people are going to try.
Were you at the trade night when the lights went
on
out? Were you at the trade night when the lights went out?
No. When did that? I didn't even hear the story. What happened?
I just saw lights out. I saw videos.
Somebody was recording it and the lights went out?
Yeah, lights went out.
Yeah, my brother didn't even tell. My brother's still there. He's still there right now. He didn't even tell me that happened.
Wow.
So that must have happened the day I left yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
Okay, so I didn't stay for that. Supposedly that yesterday was the official trade night, and so I didn't see it. And everybody said, well, it's going to be packed and busier, and I don't know if that was the case or not. But Thursday, Friday was very slow.
So how many shows do you go to a lot of shows in the Bay Area?
I do. Yeah, I try to.
Have you seen foot traffic down in shows you're going to?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
Just Sacramento, for reference, it's a little hotel that they have this show maybe once every 2 months, and at the beginning of the year it was still pretty packed, and people stayed all the way till 5 o'clock. The last one that I went to, it was almost empty, and it's all guys I know. So almost everybody in the room I had met. I knew them personally already. So that's just my observation. Whatever that's worth.
It'll be interesting to see how this builds up to Burbank in February. As far as traffic, it just seems like the Vegas show. We go back, traffic was down from what I heard. Show looked great. Show was well organized. And now we're at Dallas, and people are saying, well, the Dallas show is usually pumping, and there's less people here. I know we're getting to the end of the year. Right now we sit here, and it's November the 6th. So people are probably preparing for the holidays. Got a lot of other stuff on their mind, What about pricing at the show? Did the prices look above comps, at comps, below comps?
From what I saw, most of the prices were above comps.
Oh, wow.
and I didn't get the sense that people were willing to come down in prices, but there were enough people that would deal with you that it is worthwhile. But I was surprised when I would look through either the
Uh-oh.
I think he froze.
I think it froze. Mhm.
President thing says, I think car show activity overall is slowing down. I'll be at the SF car show next weekend and see how it goes. I was at the Collected car show in the Bay Area, and it was a good turnout.
I heard the collective was a good turnout. I think the next big show I'm going to, I'm not going to anything. The only show I'm going to is maybe Newport, and then this the show in December.
Yeah, what about the premiere show? You want to talk about
Yeah,
it?
yeah. I mean, what, the December one? The December. That's the only one I might go to. I got to start ramping that up actually.
Hey, you got to start hyping us, man. Oh, we got Loco back. Hold on. We got two Locos. Oh, now we got one.
shoot. Oh, okay. we don't want too many of me. I know the other local was going to start talking about Tim Duncan. We had to turn him off.
Tim Duncan. Yeah. Loco, who's your player right now? Who you root for right now in the NBA?
So for about 5 minutes, I started rooting for the Lakers again. I actually picked up an Anthony Davis card at the show.
Oh wow!
I was getting excited because they beat the Pelicans, right? That was just recently. That was a good game, and they put Russell Westbrook to the bench. I said, all right, maybe that might work, but.
So JD and I have an over-under. Let me see where you're at on this. I say Anthony Davis doesn't play 50 games. JD says he plays more than 50.
He's 48-2 away.
Yeah, he's played 7. He's played 7, so he's technically 43 that he needs to get down now. He has back issues. Where are you at, Loco?
Okay, over-under on that?
Yeah.
Man, you know what? I think he'll get over 50.
See, that's what I like to hear.
I think. Well, here's the thing. I think guys figure it out over time, and maybe he won't. But I feel like players that they've gone through injuries and then they come back on the court. I think they figure out what's causing the injury. Over the same whatever they're doing is repetitive, so they might not do whatever it is they used to do to I don't know what that is, right? And maybe attack the basket less or whatever he's doing. But he seems to be doing fine now.
I will say. I wish him the best. I'm still going to stand at under 50 though.
But I know he is injury prone.
President
he's not that old either, though. Is he still under 30?
Yeah, he's 28.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So he's. I mean, I'll give him over 50. I'd put $10 on it.
We'll bring you back when he's out for the season.
So were you guys talking about the card shows being slower? Like what are your thoughts on
No, I wanted to get your perspective on Dallas. I given JD before ideas. I thought that a lot of shows might be slower foot traffic, but it says something about Dallas because Dallas is kind of to my opinion, kind of a destination show.
Yeah.
And it's a show of places that I would think don't regularly have shows. So then you will come to Dallas. So, but we're at the end of the year. There's a lot of factors. I know. I can only imagine. What I saw as far as video pictures, the show looked well set up, prepared for traffic. Great vendors were there. So once you build the house, how do you get people to come see it? It's sometimes out of your hands as the promoter of the show. So that's it. I just want to ask a question because I hadn't really talked to anybody else about Dallas. Let me just jump to two things from President things. PFTG, what are the percentage of the comps does Burbank pay on cards? I think it kind of varies. I think cards are more scarcer or hard to find. They pay a higher percentage. And some other cards can be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
It depends on the rarity of the card, honestly.
And then imprisonment thing says something that Kevin Garnett actually said. AD looks a lot heavier. He does look like he's in basketball shape. I've heard people say that. And before the season, I heard people say that he was lighter. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
But-
usually.
I want to ask real quick: was it worth the trip?
Yeah, it was. It
Okay,
was.
see.
Yeah, no, I always have fun at these shows. So for me, I got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. You know, just good to experience. So honestly, I don't mind having room to sit down and look through the value bins and everybody. You know, I don't have people hovering over me or pushing me out of the way. Or so it's honestly kind of nice. And there's fewer. There's less competition for buyers, right? So you got dealers that are trying to move stuff, and I'm the only one buying. It's better for me. So it's fun for me, but it was slower than previous shows according to other people. Some of the veterans.
Are you planning to go to the Burbank show in February?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think the Burbank show is going to be big.
Oh yeah. I think so.
Even when I talk to people about it, they're excited about it. They say they're going to be there. So, I don't know. I think there might be more local people, in the greater LA area that are, they just have to drive there. It's not like you have to.
I think you're also going to have a bigger East Coast at the show, the first one. Talk to some East Coast people that are like, I hate to miss that. I plan to be at the next one. So, I mean, we'll see. I think it's going to be a very nice show. And a Super Bowl weekend. Some people say that's a drawback. I think that's me personally, the more we can incorporate sports with card shows, I think that's a bonus.
Yep.
I don't know why they would stay mutually exclusive.
Have you either of you noticed a lot of card collectors are not really sports fans? Is that an observation either of you have made?
I will say I've talked to people, and I don't know if they watch the sport.
Okay, yeah.
Fandom, I don't know, but do they actually watch the sport? I've talked to people who don't, and people who have sizable cards. They don't really watch that sport.
Huh.
What have you said?
Even well, there was one dealer who had never heard of Derek Jeter, and the guy next to him said, "Can you believe this guy never heard of Derek Jeter?" And I said, honestly, I'm not that surprised.
No, I'm actually not surprised by that.
Yeah, I was like, there's a lot of people that are in cards that seem to not know.
Did this person sell baseball?
Yeah, they were a Royals fan. I said, "Do you know George Brett?" He said, "Yeah, I know George Brett." I'm like, "Wow, you know George Brett? You don't know Derek Jeter? That's amazing."
That's weird. Yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah, that's different if he sold baseball. It's different.
Yeah, I asked the guy who sold me the Julius Randle. I said, "Well, why do you have this? Are you a fan, or did you were you buying on the hype when he had his most improved player season?" And he said, "I have no idea how I got this card. I just got it in a trade."
Wow.
Julius Randle was involved in the hype.
And he was what?
Was he involved in the hype of the boom of the 2020?
Yeah. So I actually bought a Julius Randle silver PSA 10 for $600 back in I want to say it was April of 2021, and sold it for $1,800. The Knicks went on a 9-game winning streak. Somebody in Hong Kong bought it, $1,800, and they pay. I was like, I was a little worried. I was like, I hope they really pay for this thing, and I hope they don't try to return it.
1,800. Damn.
Yeah, that's the highest sale for that card maybe ever in our lifetime.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a market for. I mean, it's a market for a bunch.
I mean, he's in New York, so that I'm sure that's a big part of it, being in New York. Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Well, let me ask you this question: why do you think Kobe Bryant's cards, how would I say this, aren't as popular as some other players?
Like which players?
Like when people talk about cards, people talking about Ja, people talking about LeBron. Are people talking about Kobe Bryant?
No, not real. I mean,
I'm
Not
talking
really.
because you're a Lakers fan.
Yeah. I have sort of an answer for that, and I know this as a Kobe fan for his entire career. I watched almost. I watched a lot of Laker games, and I went to a lot of live Laker games. And the one thing I know is, for whatever reason, he was very polarizing, and I know people up in the Bay Area did not like him at all.
I even talked to people in LA that did not care. I
Yeah,
think
no, there were,
it's hard to relate to a person that's focused on something.
yeah,
Everything else is out.
Similar to Barry Bonds up here. Barry Bonds is a similar kind of personality. He's just focused on the game, so people take that as he's not really a good personality for the media and for fans. And I think that's what it came down to. Of course, people liked Shaq, so then there was this kind of feud between Kobe and Shaq, and I think that even made him even more polarizing.
Yeah, people like Shaq. Shaq signs a lot of autographs. I was looking at a stat the other day about how many autographs, either cards or memorabilia, Shaq has signed since his rookie year. The number is staggering.
Oh man, wow!
That's crazy.
Well, I should be able to find one then.
On card is probably the hardest stuff to find, but a sticker, auto, or anything like that is like very easy to find. His autograph has changed a little bit over time, but very easy to find.
I think there are a lot of Kobe cards too, right? It seems like
we were talking about that earlier in the show that he kind of bridges that gap between stuff that were overproduced to stuff that is numbered, and then some stuff of his is very hard to find. If you get into that stuff, then you're winning in the Kobe market. Other than that, a lot of stuff there's a ton of it out there. Same thing with Shaq, a ton of cards out there.
Oh yeah. Shaq was definitely junk wax era. But yeah, Kobe had those tops base cards. I mean,
yeah,
there's I want to say 20,000 of them graded or some very high number compared to Steph Curry. It was like 3. I think there's only how many tops base cards of his are graded?
Well, the tops 48 Bowman.
Oh, well, yeah,
they're only 152.
Okay, yeah. So,
that's a PSA 10, let me say.
Yeah, there's you definitely, if you have those Kobe Topps base cards, those never move. It seems like it seems like every dealer has one in their case.
Everybody has one.
Yeah.
Any other gems? Any other nuggets, Loco, you have for us? Oh, let me ask you, who are you prospecting on in the NBA? Who's your recent Julius Randle?
Oh, my new Julius Randle. Well, so here's the thing. Let me just tell you, I kind of got stuck on certain players. Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma.
All Lakers.
All former Lakers now. I guess as far as a non-former Laker, I'm trying to think if there's anyone that I was.
Anybody recently that you've like, you know what?
Well, I actually like Keegan Murray on the Kings.
Oh.
And I saw he had a Kaboom card out. I saw somebody posted it, and I said, where did that Kaboom card come from? And I guess they said it came from Chronicles. So
really,
I would like to get that card. I've gone to one Kings game this year already, and that was the player that stood out to me was Keegan Murray.
Yeah, he's producing. We were going through rookies and what they're doing. Who could be rookie of the year? He's definitely one person to talk about.
Now the other. So here's the thing. I have cards of as you know, I have cards of Randall. So I watch all the Knicks games. I really like Obi Toppin. After watching the I watch all the games. So I like Cam Reddish too. I don't know. He seems inconsistent. But I like.
I like that.
But I really like Toppin. So I actually picked up a Toppin card.
You get this in Dallas?
Let's see.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh wow, it's on card.
Okay.
It is. It's a nice card.
Is it numbered?
I think
it is numbered. Yeah, it's. I think it's numbered to. I want to say 99. I can't even see in the glare. Yeah, it's numbered to 99.
Wow.
Obi Toppin.
Yeah.
Was he in the slam
Nah, he
dunk
can
contest?
shoot the three.
Was he in the slam dunk contest last year?
Yeah, he won.
He was.
Did he?
Oh, did he win?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, he
Yeah.
lost. I think. No, he lost.
That's the other thing I like about him though too. He's exciting with his dunk. So he's exciting, he's entertaining, and he can shoot the three. All things you need for modern day NBA. So,
Dang, that's crazy. I definitely got to plan. How many days were you there?
2.5 days. I was there. I was there for trade night Thursday night, all day Friday, trade night Friday night, and then half a day Saturday.
The next show's in January, so I might see how it goes. Dang.
Hey, I haven't been to Dallas.
You guys are thinking about going to the Dallas show?
I'm thinking about it. I just don't know when.
What about the show in Atlanta? Have you guys heard of that one? The Culture Collision?
Yeah, Culture Collision. I have not been there. I've heard great things about it.
Yeah,
but that show is 2 weeks before Burbank.
Oh,
okay.
A week before, I think.
A week? I thought it was
yeah, the 28th or something. So it's gonna be a back-to-back. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, I was gonna say if I were traveling, I'd probably go to Culture Collision before going to the Dallas card show.
Yeah, that's what we always say because Dallas is always going to be there. So we always feel that the other shows are worth going to than the other ones.
Yeah, that Culture Collision is only once a year. They're having a 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
You getting in that logo?
I am. Yeah, I'm going to sign up. Are you going to get in it, FD?
I don't think I'm going to be there.
Oh,
you're actually going to go? You're going to go?
The Loco went last year, right?
I'm going to go.
Did you go last year?
I did. Yeah, I went to Culture Collision last year. Yeah, it's a good show, and it's supposed to be even better this year. So
I've heard nothing but good things
sold.
about it.
Yeah,
nothing but good things about it. You know, Loco, you're the first person you're the second guest here. You're the first person on any podcast I've done where I said, "Hey, you want to come on?" Came right on. Impressive. So impressive, Loco froze right now. And he said goodbye.
He said bye. Oh my God. What a day.
Dude, this game, we can't get off till this game is over, bro. This game is 17-17 with 57 seconds left. And I want to say Tennessee has the ball.
Let me see. Sunday night.
You think Loco's coming back?
Oh, I don't know. He said, I didn't even know the game was still going.
Yeah, Loco.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. My internet's bad out here. Hey, no worries, man. No worries, sir.
Oh, they got the ball. Oh, they can. Is Travis Kelce doing it?
Loco. Appreciate you, sir.
Oh, blitz.
Oh, KC has the ball?
Yeah.
I thought Tennessee has the ball.
Well, I don't know. It's their. Mine's is 3rd and 10.
Tennessee has the ball. Let's see how this ends, people. Let's check this out. We got some people here. Who do y'all think? Put in the comments. Who's going to win? I'm rolling with Tennessee. We need to pick, people. Let's get that pick. Okay. Think Mahomes a little frustrated. Ain't got nobody to go get that ball.
Oh.
Loco says he's willing to come on anytime. Thank you, Loco. We'll have you back on.
What? This game's close. Wow.
Loco, you going with KC? Ooh, okay. See how this works out. See how this goes. Travis Kelce can't go get that rock, man. You gotta have the wheels to go get the peel.
Oh, he got tipped.
I need an interception.
Unbelievable.
3rd and 10. Loco, what's up? Let's go, people.
Oh, I'm ahead of yours? There he punted the ball.
Oh, really? Okay, let's go, Tennessee.
That was a flag.
Loco, I may reach out to you, have you on What's the Play sometime. We can talk about different stuff. Yeah, we can talk about top 10 NBA. I know you got Obi Toppin up in there. Just Just messing with you, man. Loco, let me know, man. Who do you think? We were talking earlier about who's next up. Yeah, incomplete. Next up in the NBA, as far as good to great. I mean, it's very difficult to pick right now, but some of us are gonna get it right. Some of us are gonna get it right. You think we're going to overtime? What you think, man?
Yeah, it's
You're
gonna
way,
go overtime.
you're way ahead of me.
Yeah, it's gonna go to overtime unless this rookie. They got one timeout, so they just got to make one. Where's the ball at? Oh, the ball's at the 25-yard line.
Jose says 10 got this game. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, the ball's on the 30-yard line.
Prism Thing says next up is Luka Doncic. Prism Thing doesn't know Luka's been playing professional ball for 10 years. And he's got more that he's already played and he has left to play. What do you think about that Prism Thing? How long do you think Luka's going to play ball in the NBA? Will he ever win a championship? If he doesn't win a championship, how does that affect his car values? Loco, like, who's going to be the next face of the NBA? Next face or next? Who's swaying now that's going to be on that NBA top 100 list? That's really what I'm asking. You know, next Hall of Famer, next great player, NBA top 100. Who's that going to be?
Oh my god,
Is that going to be Shea? JD?
it's going to overtime. That's. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
it might
really?
be Shea.
You're way ahead of me, man.
It's 3rd and 10.
Oh, wow. I'm on 1st and 10.
Yeah, they're getting too much pressure on him. He's not able to do anything.
That's a good point, Christopher King. Luka probably will be someplace else. He's going to need to be.
Mark Cuban is not letting him leave.
Okay. Mark Cuban better put some players around him. Because Cuban ain't doing that right now.
Sheesh, that pass rush. Unbelievable. Wow,
This
yeah.
is when you're really leaning on the young quarterback.
They didn't do nothing with that.
So, did you see the center with the snap? Interesting.
Mahomes gets the ball back for like what 10 seconds with 2 timeouts.
They're not gonna do anything with that. I wonder
Well,
who's gonna win the toss.
you never know. Well, they
Who
don't got
wins the
Tyreek
toss,
anymore.
Who wins the toss, though? We'll see. Luka is a low-end back player, high-performance player. He will have a long career and most definitely can win a championship, a title. He just needs more talent to be added around him. We'll see how this plays out.
Oh, I thought it was. Dang. Why are you taking the
It's like
ball
we're
out?
watching a movie and JD knows the ending.
Oh,
Tatum is still very young and already has a lot of playoff experience. Tatum is a name to mention. I just don't know if Tatum has that dog. I don't know. That's a good player to mention though.
he almost blocked it. Ooh.
Oh, he
Oh
almost
my
intercepted
goodness.
that. Oh wow, he almost intercepted that. I know you're way ahead of me. Let's go, Willis.
I don't think so. Oh my god. Where's the ball at?
Are
See,
you at the coin toss? Where are you at right now?
no, it's 5 seconds left. Just know if the Chiefs could get like 20 yards in this play, they might win the game.
Man, you're way ahead of me. What's up with this?
Yeah,
I'm at the punt right now.
I'm on TikTok.
Luka is incredible. I went to 2 Mavs games when I was in Dallas. He takes over when he needs to.
His feel for
Do you think he holds the ball too much? Is he ball dominant too much? And believe me, I think you can name any player. We could probably talk about some things that they could do differently. Probably any player. So it's not just picking on Luka. I believe he's an excellent player. Okay, so I'm at the 5-second mark. They're huddling up, and you know they're going to overtime, right?
No, not yet.
Are they running 2 plays out of 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Wow. They must have went to the sideline or something.
No, they had 2 timeouts going in. So
Oh, they just called them. Okay. Let's talk about this, huh?
bro, there it is. Timeout. Get on the floor. Oh my god.
FD, who is next in NBA in your opinion? I don't think we know. I think that's the answer to the question. We don't know. And I think that's the beautiful thing about the NFL and the NBA is that we do not know. There's no one out here right now that you're like, well, Mike Jordan, man, went to the finals. He's winning that. You go to the playoffs, he's going to roll through that. I mean, you can even say stuff about like LeBron. When LeBron went, you know he had a pretty strong chance of getting to the finals. When Golden State was young, they had a good chance of getting there. He felt strong about that. There's nobody right now like that. Dallas doesn't have enough firepower around Luka to do anything. So this year, he's going to play the season out. He's going to put up points, and that's going to be it for Luka. Ja, his usage percentage is so high. Is he going to still be, it's going to be wore down by the time the playoffs come? He's going to be hurt. He needs more weapons around him as well. A lot of these franchises are paying teams. I'm getting deep, people. A lot of these franchises are paying players, but not putting support around them. And maybe the support will come later, but they don't have it now. So I think the true answer is, like, we got to watch and see who's who. A lot of players have come out. They're like 8 players averaging 30 points a game right now. You know that, JD?
Yeah.
They're like 8 players. That's not going to last. It's not going to happen. So we got to let the season tell us, like, who's going to take the next step. Next year, who's going to take the next step. But I have a strong feeling Luka could play his whole career and never get a championship.
Yeah.
Then what does that do? He falls into the Karl Malone, Charles Barkley phase. I mean, what does that do? What happens to his cards if he doesn't have a championship? Everybody that has his cards right now is hedging on the fact that he's going to win something, do something. And that's what the values of the cards are. He's going to go there with it. But we can see the Joker right now is playing all the time, doesn't have a championship. There are a lot of players that do not. Mike Jordan kept a lot of championships out of people's hands. Golden State and LeBron has kept a lot of championships out of people's hands. Somebody else has to take the reins. Loco, I feel like he is ball dominant. He is ball dominant. The thing is, can Luka play off the ball? And we talked about that earlier today. I've never seen it. I would love to see it. It might be too much sometimes. He makes the right play more. Luka right now gives the ball up to a point guard when they inbounds, run down the court, and to a guard. That same guard will give him the ball back. Then he runs the offense. He's passing around. If there's no one taking a shot, he's probably going to take that last shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Dallas Mavericks right now. So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I just don't think you can be that ball dominant and win a championship. I don't know. But time will tell,
Let me see.
Luka may retire with 4 or 5.
Oh, good luck. We'll see.
He may retire with 0 or 1.
And is it in overtime already?
I have it going into overtime. Like, I'm at a commercial break right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just like James Harden had the ball too much in Houston. This is what I'm talking about. Christopher King, you're spot on. This is exactly what I'm talking. And this is what James Harden, Paul Pierce, and Kevin Garnett talked about this the other day on Garnett's podcast. Paul Pierce asked a question. Kevin Garnett said, well, 76ers need to speed up. Paul Pierce asked the question, what team has James Harden been a point guard on where the team sped up? He slows the team down. That's what he does. If Luka doesn't win a title, his cards will take a massive hit. Will they, though? That's the question I have. He's the first person that I remember that the hobby bagged early. that may not win a championship. I remember there was talk of LeBron before he left and went to Miami, that he may be a dude that never wins a championship. He left and secured that for himself. People knocked him for it, but did it help his card values? Prism things. Luka is 23 years old. It's a growth, but Prism thing, you got to remember, he's been playing pro ball since he was 13. He's not just a 23-year-old. He's not an American 23-year-old who came out of high school and maybe played 1 or 2 years in college, or all 4 per se, and now he's young in his basketball career. He's been playing against grown men for a long time. You can't compare him to MJ because MJ has not been playing ball since he was 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And it does take time. But the team, to me, right now is actually worse than when they had the guard on the team last year that's now with the New York Knicks. I just hope Luka makes it through the whole season. Luka's cars are at a nice premium right now. They are. I mean, his stuff kind of leads the hobby. He just had a gold BGS 9 that sold for $463,000, something like that. Right, JD?
More than that.
Yeah, I was talking about a $500,000 card. I mean, his cars are well respected in the hobby. They carry a premium. I'm not saying they shouldn't. Kobe said it as well. Harden can't win a championship that way. He cannot. And those players who are ball dominant or who have a high usage percentage, they don't win unless their names are LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, and Steph Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Regular season is nice, but when the postseason starts, it does not work. It doesn't. It just does not. And I know people don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear it.
Mm-mm.
They don't want to hear that. And then there are things that look good on ESPN, look good in some highlights somewhere, but are they really good? I mean, we'll see. I'm very interested in what happens in the playoffs this year. Very interested. Because I think it's going to say something about the future of the NBA. Who's doing what? Who's trying to take the torch? Who's going to the next level? It's going to say a lot. And there may be some seasons where we have more Andre Iguodala's as finals MVP than some big name players. There may be seasons like that. And then what does that do to the overall NBA? If your finals MVP is a less known player, what does that do? Our Loco said people really value championships in a hobby. A $500,000 Luka card is vulnerable if he doesn't win a title. This is what I'm saying. And I think to ignore that is just like, I don't know if that can just be ignored. There have been other great players who have gone throughout their career. We're also watching the game while this is going on. The Chiefs and the Titans. JD, you got very quiet over there. Is something going down?
I'm just watching it. It's almost done. I mean, we'll see what happens.
It looks like the Chiefs are going to win this, huh? But Luka's style of game is low impact. But why is he always hurt, man? He plays at his own pace. Is that the right pace? The fact that he has been playing since he was 13 as a pro is an advantage. Or it also can be a disadvantage. Luka's not Zion. He will be here for a long time. I think that's a belief statement. We don't know that.
I don't know. We'll
I don't
see.
think anything about sports is absolute. I think that's what I'm trying to bring up. If Luka wins multiple MVPs, I think that will help. That will help. He hasn't won one yet. He hasn't started an All-Star game. Do people know that? JD, do you know that?
What? Yeah, he started last year.
He started last year. Are you sure about that? Luka did not start last year. No, but that was the year that he did not start last year.
Excuse me. Hold on. Let me see.
Yeah, check that out, bro. Who do you have winning the title this year? I think that thing is totally up in the air. I don't think there's any team that's just also just a week, 2 weeks into the season. But, we got to get further down the line to be able to answer that, Loco. I don't think it's obvious.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah, he hasn't started an All-Star game, man. And that's the people speaking.
Well, you made 3 All NBA teams.
He made 3 All NBA teams that hasn't started at All-Star game.
Oh,
No, people didn't say the same thing about MJ. President James. I don't think there's any comparison between MJ and Luka Doncic. Ooh, that was a big catch, man. Man, is that Kelsey? Who's 83? It's not Kelsey.
no, Kelsey's on the bench on this play.
That was a big catch, man. Man.
Oh, come on, bro. Are you serious? Are you serious? Oh.
Steph could not keep his ankles healthy either for years.
Wait, what part are you at?
I just saw 83 catch a pass.
They threw a flag?
Yeah, but I think it was on the defense. I think it was decline.
Oh, there's no flag.
So that's a heck of a catch. That wins the game for people right there. Loco, how do you feel about Wiseman? Wiseman has a lot of maturation to go through. He has spurts, and I think anybody I talk to, I'm pretty critical on Wiseman. There's sometimes on the court, to me, he looks like he doesn't know where he should be at. Like he's not trying to understand even the pick and roll. Do I come out hard and set the pick? Do I then crash to the basket? Where am I at? And then defensive rotations. He's still trying to learn. Do you feel it's a good time to buy while the Warriors are struggling? Could be if you believe in a particular player. Like I think Poole could be a decent buy. It all depends on what players you believe in. Are you still on Wiseman train? I see a lot in Wiseman. We'll see if it shakes out. If I'm right about it or not, or if I'm wrong. But I see a lot in him. And I look at him based upon other big men that I've seen over time and kind of where they were, especially coming straight out of high school. He only played 3 games at Memphis, kind of where they were. And it's going to take time. That thing is not going to be instant. You're not going to look up. You might see some games where he breaks out, but you're not going to look up for a season this year. I said at the beginning of the season, if he can average a double-double, if he can even average 10 points and 7 rebounds, he's had a great season for himself. And as of the other day, it may have dropped now. He was averaging 8 points and 3.4 rebounds. So he's on that direction. Let's not forget, people. Kobe Bryant, his rookie year, he played 70-something games, averaged 7 points a game.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, and then I think the next year, I don't even think he averaged 10. So a lot of times we think that it's like the LeBron James approach that people just come out and get to rolling. Giannis's rookie year averaged 5.3 points a game. Did anybody say then, man, I don't know about this Giannis guy. This guy's not going to pan out. If they did, then they were wrong. SD Cannon, Luka's at least 3 years away at a title, and the Mavs are looking for the right mix. They got to have the right mix for him to get there. I think the NBA kind of needs for him to get there. At least be around the finals, Western Conference Finals, or if he goes to the East, Eastern Conference Finals, or getting to the finals. Steph don't need to do anything. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Steph is in the Hall of Fame.
He's already locked in.
Yeah, Steph is locked in.
He has the most threes ever.
Some people may argue with me. Like, I think Steph's a Hall of Famer, Clay's a Hall of Famer. I think Draymond's going to end up being a Hall of Famer.
No, he's in the Hall of Fame for sure.
All of those players are in the Hall of Fame. I think Andre Iguodala is Hall of Famer. So is the game over where you're at, man?
No, almost. They're about to score.
Oh, they're going to try to put it in the end zone. Oh. Steph, best player of all time. What y'all let that think about that? I saw the other day, JD, you love this. That Jalen Rose said Isaiah Thomas had the best handles at point guard.
Oh, Jalen Rose just be saying anything.
Loco, have you guys talked about Bobo yet? We talked about him at the beginning of the show. He's matured a lot. He's on the bench for Orlando. We'll see what he does. He's been playing. He was a joke at a hobby for years, but he looks good. Am I crazy? I think he looks pretty decent. I mean, he's blocking shots. He's running the court. He looks pretty decent. We'll see how. See, SD Cannon, this thing has came to my mind before. We just got to see how he matures, how he plays. Can he stay healthy? Wiseman would be Finals MVP if the Warriors make it through. Wiseman, if he matures right, he's going to be a game changer for them. They've never had anybody in the paint that could control the paint.
Mm-hmm.
If he can just do that, that's all that's needed right now. We don't need 25 points a game, 12 rebounds. We don't need all that. Steph needs 6 to be considered the best. He does need 6. First, he has to get 5. If he gets 6, it's a conversation. I'm still gonna go with Mike Jordan, but I think it's a conversation. I'm gonna make FT happy. Steph is not better than MJ. Steph is not better than MJ.
Yeah, they're gonna kick the field goal.
Steph is pretty darn good, though. Nathan, they need a big like him to contribute. They do. That's what they need. They need him to contribute. I believe he can do that. We'll see. Basketball, if you can ball in the NBA, you won't hide. And if you're okay, you'll be okay. If you're an average player or to not that good, then you won't be around that long. We'll see. People say positive things about him. I think the best thing that I hear is that he can be taught, he listens, he's humble. When I hear those 3 things, that's a good thing. But also, just so everybody knows, and what I love to do, JD, I want you to know this. That's ball game, huh?
No, they get the ball back. So.
That's right. Because of the field goal, they got to come back. What I do is I keep a little synopsis of all the comments. You know, I pack that away in a folder, man. Prism Things. What's up, bro? We just talked about this. Will Wiseman be a superstar? I don't think anybody can predict that. Don't know. I think he has some skills that he can grow upon to be a difference maker. But I don't know. I don't know if Wiseman's going to be a superstar or not. But do I believe in him? Yes.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Don't worry.
I believe in him. Yep, I've seen him do some stuff that I don't see big men do. So, yep, I believe. Nathan, I'm rooting for him. They got the players to stay a good team. They do. You got to work out some things, though. Got to be more aggressive. I've watched every game, almost in totality. And it's a lot of stuff that you can pick apart that. And I love the way the players talk about what they don't do well in a post-game press conference. Because I look at all post-game press conferences. From Kerr to Steph to Clay to Draymond to some of these young players that are up there. What are they talking about? And they all kind of say the same thing. And what I like at this point, they don't point fingers at each other. The vets take responsibility for things. The younger guys take responsibility for things. Hopefully Wiseman stays healthy. Not sure if he has a modern NBA game. Well, I believe he has a more full, complete arsenal of shooting ability, rebounding, and running a court than probably most big men I've seen at his age or even coming out of high school or college.
No, he's a typical Martin big. He's not even close.
Yeah, he's a modern. I mean, he can shoot the 3. He was shooting it at 31, 32% before he got hurt before. I don't know what he can't do as a big man. But what he has to learn is how to defend, not foul. And that's something that's plaguing the whole team right now. The whole foul. But I'm going to build a little Wiseman collection based on FD Silk. We can talk about it, Loco. And you're in the area, man. I mean, you're in the Bay. So it'd be interesting to see kind of what you put together. You know, I bought a car from your brother. when we were at Burbank. Yep, so we'll see. Hey, what is everybody, since we're talking about the future, does everybody think Wemby is legit?
Oh, we'll see.
Is he legit?
I don't know.
Yeah, Wiseman can shoot from anywhere on the floor.
Oh, shit.
That would translate well. And I mean, I would ask Prism of things as he watched Wiseman play. I mean, his game is more versatile as far as scoring from anywhere on the court than Giannis. And Giannis is getting better every year. I like Giannis put up a post today saying he looked good, had a great family, great wife, he played for a great franchise, and he's working on his three.
Oh, the game's right here. It's 4th and 26. No,
This game comes down to the young quarterback, man.
Oh, got picked. Yeah.
He's holding the ball too long. He's not at Liberty, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I remember you ball and Orange was. Yes, good memory, man.
Oh, my
Orange.
goodness.
Have to see when he plays team ball. Mm-hmm. And it looks like now, like the last 3 or 4 games, when you see Wiseman on the court, or even Kuminga and them, they're like in the flow of things. Moses Moody, they're kind of in the flow. Moses will pull a little bit for a 3-point shot. Like, he's a player that I'm really excited about. I think Moses Moody could be spectacular. I kind of see him as like who was the Lakers player, man? That man. Hold on here. If he could ever be Rick Fox. I kind of see
like a comparison of.
You don't think so? Rick Fox shot the 3, played good defense.
Man,
You don't think so? Are you sure, JD?
Man, I'm thinking you're gonna say like a superstar or something. You said Rick Fox.
No, I don't see Moses Moody being a superstar. I don't see that. I see Moses Moody being a great 3-point shooter and playing wonderful defense. I see Moses Moody being a strong contributor to a team getting after something. I don't see that's just me. I don't see superstar. Yeah, I don't think there's been this much hype for a player probably since LeBron. I agree with that. I've seen Wiseman. I also seen Paolo, and it's night and day. I hear you, man. Who's comparing a center to a power forward? I just don't. I'm lost right there.
Yeah.
It's like comparing Paolo to the Joker, or comparing Paolo to Giannis, or to I can't do that. Did I win a prize? I picked KC. You did pick KC. We should have had a prize on this. Tennessee played a heck of a game too. Came down to the quarterback, man. I think he'll learn from this. I watched a game the other day on YouTube where you ever watched the game when the Golden State Warriors were playing Tim Duncan, Parker, Ginobili, Spurs in the playoffs? It was the year before, 2014, the year before Golden State won it all. Steph had like 40-some points.
They lost, right?
They lost the game.
Yeah.
Steph was balling, man. Balling. I thought Tennessee's quarterback looked good. He did look good. Not exactly fast, but made plays. Just held on the ball too long later. I mean, but you don't want to throw an interception.
Yeah.
You don't want to cause a turnover. I can't fault him for that. Wally Zerbiak was like that, and look at him. Wally Zerbiak got hurt, though. I don't think that's a bad comparison. So, JD, and we've been on for almost 3 hours, bro.
You picked it up like the last hour.
Damn, man. We
did like
about Dallas and started talking about this game. And
you must have took like a monster, like a secret monster or something.
Actually, when we first got on, I was a little tired, but I know you
picked it up the last 30 minutes. Like, damn.
Energetic, man.
If I knew we were gonna go to 9 o'clock, I would have conserved my energy.
It's all good. Next week we won't go to 9.
Hey man, but when you preaching, right?
Hey, I'm just gonna tell people what I believe. I could be completely wrong, but if I'm right, y'all know I'm coming back.
Oh man.
I hope everybody knows.
I don't know who's worse, FD being right or Skip Bayless being right.
I'm telling you, I watch Skip almost every morning. When he's right, ooh,
It's the funniest thing when Skip Bayless.
he's coming.
No, when Uncle Shay Shay's right, that's when it's the
Hey,
funniest.
no, not too many people jumped up and talked about Wendy though.
Man, that's
I'm
so
noticing this. Loco, thank
Um,
you for being here, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah,
I'm
not too many. When I say, hey, what y'all think about Wemby? I'm not hearing too much.
I don't know. It's too early to see. But he's playing in the G League, so I mean that's sort of like NBA competition. That's the closest he's gonna get to NBA competition, honestly.
JD, you dropping something over there? You good?
Yeah, but yeah, he should be all right.
Yeah, man. I just don't know. You know, only question about him is the durability of his body.
Yeah, he's like 7'8", man. How long?
I mean,
what's
but
the
his
durability?
shooting ability, his release, his touch, all those things are beautiful.
No, his handle's nice, but
Handles are straight. Is this all about how does he take an 82 game season, the wear and tear? How's that gonna go? But that's a question about almost any guy. You know.
That's true.
Hold up, last one. NBA MVP race: Giannis, Luka, Mitchell. Top 3.
Yeah, I'm getting off. They said Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, Kempton. Do you think Mitchell can win the MVP?
And y'all just love saying things last minute. Y'all love it.
Hey, if Mitchell can win the MVP, I'm happy for him, man. I'm happy for him.
He's not winning MVP. I'm not even entertaining this. That's crazy that y'all say. Wow, that's crazy. We shall see.
We rolling, Nathan. We keep it rolling.
Well, ask me this question.
Camden says he's standing by Mitchell. We're gonna get this thing done.
Ask me in 2 weeks from now, FD.
Hey, I want to see where's Mitchell at by Christmas Day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ask me in a month.
Yeah, where's he at by Christmas Day? If he's still balling, then he's on his way.
Hey, but is he MVP if the Jazz are in second place right now? That's a
good question.
That's what just throwing it out there. But anyways, we'll talk about this later.
Everybody, I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate every comment. Hold up, Mitchell's team is 8-1 and he's playing well. How about the Brooklyn Nets? Oh, really? Mitchell's team is 8-1. Okay. So principal thing say he believing in Cleveland.
All right, we'll see. Once Kyrie gets all, we'll see. It's what 3 weeks in. Just wait.
And Kendall came back strong too off that top rope with an elbow. That team is 8-1. Only new addition is Mitchell. Okay.
Yeah, but Cleveland almost made the playoffs without him.
We got some Cleveland believers.
All right. In a month, talk to us. We'll see what happens.
All right. You know, any one of these teams right now going to run, everything's different, right? You all do know that. You're going to run, winning, going to run, losing. But I think the Cleveland group that's together, it's a good group.
No, they've been together. That they grew up together, basically. They got drafted around the same time and everything.
Principal thing, somebody talking facts. Come on, man. I think Principal thing is going to leave the Bay and move to Cleveland.
Hey, we'll see. Like I said, in a month from now, we'll be talking about something different. Watch.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do? The next time we have a show, I'm going to come on with a Cleveland hat on.
All right. We'll see.
You think I'm going to do that? Do you think I'm going to? Come on, bro. Last time I wore a Cleveland anything, I was in high school, and I used to rock a Cleveland Indians hat. That was the
only time I wore Cleveland is when Kyrie was there. So, no. Unless I like Garland, but Garland, I don't know. We'll see.
You know what I told you about, what I think about Garland.
Yeah, we got to see.
You know we're already seeing that, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. All right. Hey, y'all, thank you for being here. I appreciate the dialogue. I love when people chime in. I love that back and forth. Please bring it again. The next time we're on next week. I love episodes like this where we can really talk sports, give opinions.
Mm-hmm.
And I can dive into some of the stuff I think. Sometimes I don't even get a chance to share that because the topic doesn't come up. And I try not to force topics. I like for the environment to bring topics to us, and then we kind of break it down. Jordan owned Cleveland day and night. You can go from Brad Doherty, Elo, all the way up to Dominique Wilkins' brother Gerald. Owned them.
But LeBron owned Chicago too. So
LeBron owned Chicago. Yeah, Chicago didn't have any players.
he owned.
Well, I
the whole
guess they
East
had
Coast.
Derrick Rose. Yeah, they had Joakim Noah. Yeah, he won.
LeBron from 2008 to 2018, he owned the East. That man. But anyways, I don't want to start. I don't want to start LeBron with you because
Nah, we're good. I mean, I respect LeBron.
Okay,
Man.
I was gonna say because we don't want to get top.
Just when we start talking about the GOAT, I gotta talk about something else.
Remember, he's not in FD's top 10, but I gotta go.
But he is gonna be 11. And at number 11 out of 75 years of basketball is impressive. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you. Next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. We stay rolling.
All right, I gotta go. FD, you ain't slick for that one.
He said I slid it in like I was going to second base.
He said top 75, and I gotta go. All right, big fella. I'll see you
y'all later. Bye bye.